Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlander Football on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado, and tonight the Highlanders open their Greater Boston League season against the Golden Tornadoes of Malden, as the Golden Tornadoes come in with a record of 1-0, coming off a victory against Lynn Vocational Tech 27-20. Highlanders coming off the 29-10 loss to Gloucester. They are 1-1 with that big 32-6 victory over Boston English. Another barometer game for them tonight, Eddy.
Yeah, we've been talking about the last couple weeks being kind of a measurement game. Tonight is the night that, put the measurement stick aside. It's time to get it done. And it feels good. You can feel the wind in the air. We've been fortunate with sunshine last couple of weeks, but this is football weather, and it's go time, Todd.
It's a windy, blustery fall night here at Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders in the home blue with the numerals on the white helmets, moving left to right on your television's computer or phone screens.
Wherever.
The Golden Tornadoes in the gold, going right to left. They will kick off as the Highlanders will receive and be on offense to begin this game. Golden Tornadoes coming off that 27-20 victory. Special teams huge for them, as they got 2 punt returns for touchdowns and also forced a turnover that set them up for an offensive touchdown late in the first half of that game, as that is fielded by Ismail Mack at the 10, comes out and slips down at the 20-yard line, as Mack made a nice grab out of the air there.
Yeah, nice snag by Mack there for the Highlanders, and Manny Perez for the Golden Tornadoes able to trip him up, it looked like, on that play.
Highlanders will begin this drive at their 20-yard line.
By number 2, Ismail Mack. 1st and 10.
Highlanders worked out in the offseason against this Malden Golden Tornado team. So your first GBL team, well, you very well recognize them standing across the line of scrimmage from
They'll know you pretty well. And another thing, too, you're training with somebody all off-season, right? You're in there lifting weights, running routes against one another, 7-on-7. So there might be maybe a little bad blood here tonight as well.
Gavin Fusil, the deep back for the Highlanders. The blocking back is Mateus Fernandez. As Souza gives that off to Fusil. And Gavin had a crease there as he's able to get it out for a 9-yard gain out to the 29. And that's what the Highlanders want to do on 1st and 10, as he was brought down, I believe, by Jamari Brown.
Yeah, the Highlanders definitely have an offensive DNA this season, and part of that DNA is with Gavin Fusil and Ismail Mack running the ball with both of those guys. As we saw right there, great blocking on the offensive line. Ismail Mack able to pick up about 9 yards. Fusil.
Fusil, the deep back once again. Pineda in motion. You've got 2 blockers out there for Gavin, and he's going to use them as he busts to the outside and gets the first down across the 30, down at the 34.
Now, once again, Gavin taking advantage of the space on the left side of that line.
Highlanders, 1st down.
Highlanders getting the first down on their first drive, as they want to generate points like they did early against Boston English. Fusil huge in that game, with 2 rushing touchdowns, a 65-yard jaunt, and a 4-yard power run, as he got into the end zone twice 2 weeks ago. Souza will just power that forward, as D'Souza down after a gain of about 4. So a nice gain on 1st again.
Yeah, something the Highlanders like to do to keep, defenses honest, keep them on their toes, right? They'll run the QB sneak with D'Souza every now and then. And what I've loved over the last couple of weeks is their ability to also just come off that and run some play action and be able to get the ball to their wide receivers, like Marcos Pineda.
Pineda split out here to the near side. He's in the slot. Top of the screen is Ryan Lewis, the young sophomore that they like so much at the wide receiver position. And there's the play action as they look for Lewis. Lewis on the post. He's able to bring it in, and he's down across the 20, and he's brought down at the 16-yard line of the Golden Tornadoes.
What an electric play there for Lewis. And we were talking pregame, Todd, how they need to get the ball into Lewis's hand more often. And here's a prime example of that.
Ryan Lewis is complete for 44 yards and a Highlanders 1st down.
Highlander 1st down on the post to Ryan Lewis, as he gets it down to the 17-yard line of the Golden Tornadoes. Highlanders busting out with a big opening drive here. Pineda in motion. Once again setting up for those two blockers. Fusil will go the other way with it, kind of a counter look there. So he went against the block. Gained a couple of yards there. Down to the 15-yard line.
2-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil.
Yeah, used Pineda there as kind of their lead
Second
blocker.
and 8.
Fusil able to pick up a couple of yards.
Second down and 8 now for the Highlanders. Their opening drive of this game. Just the way head coach David Pereira wanted to see them play. Fusil taking
Fusil
some steps
inside.
there.
Flag of the play.
False start's going to be the call.
False start.
A little too
Offense.
excited. Fusil with a couple stutter steps forward. He was ready to get that
5-yard
ball.
penalty.
He was envisioning the crease
Oh,
that was
yeah.
about to open up that he was going to run through.
Absolutely.
Second down and 13 now for the Highlanders. Difficult down and distance here. 3 wide receiver look. Jackson Smith to the bottom of the screen. 4 wide receivers. Strike that. As Fernandez is out slot at the top. DeSouza tucks it. Looking to
great
run.
job.
He gets away from the pressure. Slips a tackler. Trying to get over across the 20. And he's brought down there. Good job by Sam just to get any sort of yardage on that play. As the pocket broke down on him, he was able to squirt out to the far side of the
No
field.
gain on the run by number 9.
Yeah, I was
Sam
trying to see if
D'Souza.
they were going to give him a yard, but it looks like no
Third
gain. But
13.
still, great job by D'Souza just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. I thought they had him.
Brings up third down and 13. Probable 4-down territory here for the Highlanders, so you don't need to get it all here in this chunk. Pineda in the slot at the top. D'Souza's looking over that way. There's
Got him.
Pineda, makes the catch at around the 10-yard line. They're going to give him actually out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So it'll bring up a 4th down for the Highlanders and about 4, or a long 4, probably short 5.
And a nice job there by Pineda to get open and kind of break there to the sideline, able to make 4th down a little bit more manageable for the Highlanders.
Keep an eye on Pineda on this play. He is at a normal tight end position here on the near side, tight to the line. I formation. Fusil is the deep back. A timeout is going to be
Timeout,
taken by
Somerville.
the Highlanders. Offense coordinator Bob Silva coming onto the field. Wanted to, after they saw the Malden defensive set, wanted to make some changes possible.
Yeah, and I think we saw D'Souza also get up and kind of say a few words to the offensive lineman, maybe an audible there, but trying to figure out what they want to run in a crucial 4th down here on their first drive.
We've talked about it throughout the first 2 games of the year, Eddie, how Sam D'Souza being in this system since David Pereira, head coach, took over back 2 years ago. So this is his 3rd year kind of playing for Coach Pereira.
Looks a whole lot more comfortable there.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's able to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage. He's trusted by the coaching staff as well to make those adjustments, and that's a really valuable commodity to have.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to sling it this season. We've seen already a nice deep throw there, about 17 yards to Lewis. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that tonight. So it's great to see D'Souza step back and also show off his arm.
7:29 remaining here in the first quarter. Highlanders on their opening drive. They received the opening kickoff. They have brought it down to the Golden Tornado 12-yard line, where it is 4th down and 4. The line to make is the Golden Tornado 7, so it's a long 4 that they need to make. Now they go with the 4 receivers. Pineda's a slot here to the near side. He looks to the far side.
Have to run it.
Sam spins away, gets rid of one of the defenders, looking to throw it, and he does. Trying to get it to the end zone to Fernandez. A lot of hand checking going on there, but no flag thrown. Turnover on downs for the Highlanders.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in the back of the end zone there, kind of pushing on both sides. Ref's going to let them play. I don't mind that there.
D'Souza not able to get enough on that throw as he was under pressure from 2 Malden defenders. He had already slipped the hand of one of the Malden defenders who had his cleat. good job by Sam just staying alive in that situation and finding the opportunity to throw downfield, but to no avail.
Yeah. Once again, able to escape the pressure somewhat there, but just unable, like you said, to find a receiver there.
Golden Tornadoes will come out. Their quarterback, Aiden Brett, number 3. Matt Brito, number 1. One of their top offensive weapons, really hurt the Highlanders last year. They have 2 receivers here to the strong side, offset, as well in the backfield. And the give is inside. Nothing doing there.
Nothing going on there.
As Fernandez finishes things off.
And that was actually number 17 for the Golden Tornadoes.
Jaden McGuffey.
Yep, the freshman getting a carry here.
No gain on the run by number 17, Jaden McGuffey. 2nd and 10.
So the Highlanders, good penetration there, were able to get in, prevent McGuffey. He was hit in the backfield and then was wrapped up by Fernandez to finish matters off at the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, and I saw McGuffey kind of, juggle the football a little bit as he was coming through that hole as well. So a nice job by Mateus Fernandez on that play.
2nd and 10 now. Same offensive setup there.
Hand it off.
As they hand it off to the young freshman once again. He spins away from one tackler, runs away from another, and he is broken into open space. McGuffey with speed as he breaks away from Peter Mars, the last Highlander who could have gotten him. And that is a huge touchdown for the Golden Tornadoes as Jaden McGuffey with a huge run.
Yeah, huge play for the Golden Tornadoes. We were talking about Matt Brito being the running back for Malden, but they come out here, Jaden McGuffey lining up at running back, and he looked like a sprinter there. Just absolutely burned everybody and ran past him.
No doubt about it. McGuffey, speed to burn on that one. 6:08 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Highlanders are looking up at the Golden Tornadoes as they are on for the extra point attempt. We'll see if they go for 2 here or kick the extra point. They will go for 2 here. So they've got big Earl Fevre, number 88 in the backfield. McGuffey as well with Brett. As the give is to McGuffey into the near side. He is brought down short of the 2-point conversion.
No good.
There's the defensive captain for the Highlanders making a play.
Getting the job done. 6:08 remaining here in the first quarter, 6-0. The lead for Malden. Highlanders had a really good offensive drive, brought it down deep in Malden territory, but came up empty on a 3rd down and 4, or 4th down and 4, I should say.
Yeah,
huge. Golden Tornadoes, just 2 plays later, McGuffey, the young freshman, Jaden McGuffey, afterburners on that young man.
It's almost like they caught that Highlander defense sleeping there.
Melgar will kick this one away. And Mack get into his pads. It bounced right off, and then Ryan Lewis picks it up. Thank goodness Ryan Lewis was there, was able to pick it up. Highlanders will get the possession here as Ryan Lewis recovered that fumble.
Dangerous kick return there. Just came right off Mack's chest and almost rolled into a Golden Tornado.
Highlanders able to avoid disaster there. Already down 6-0 here in the early going against the Golden Tornadoes.
That's the last thing you want for the Highlanders.
As D'Souza brings them to the line. Base I formation, 3 wide receivers. As Pineda is in the slot here near side. Jackson Smith as well with him. The give is up the middle to the up back Fernandez.
3-yard run by number 3, Mateus Fernandez. 2nd and 7.
3 yards in a cloud of dust there.
Yeah.
Or turf.
Fernandez just pushing his way through the line. And the Highlanders, they've shown the ability to move the ball up and down this field. They just need to finish when they get in that red zone. So hopefully here, they can move the ball once again using their running game and then capitalize when in that red zone.
2nd down and 7 now for the Highlanders. Closer to 2nd and 6. High formation once again. They're going to pitch it out here. Ishmael Mack, as he avoids one tackler, trying to speed away from the others.
Have a flag
and he was brought down from behind. A questionable horse collar or face mask. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, it looked pretty strange on the tackle there. Going to lean towards horse collar. I guess we'll see the official call.
Personal foul. Face mask is going to be the call. It's going to go against the Golden Tornadoes. So on the personal foul, Highlanders will have the yardage for the first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10, Somerville.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders at their 45-yard line. It's the offense helped out by the face mask there. Mack, the back in a pistol set now. 4 receivers, 3 at the top of the screen. Fake to Mack. Blitz came in from the left. Sam was able to get away from it, but his pass bounced off the pads of one of the defenders. I didn't see which one. He did have Ryan Lewis
wide open. He did have him open. If he could have got Lewis that ball, who knows what would have happened. But a nice job by the Golden Tornado defense to get in the face of D'Souza.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Sam did a great job keeping his awareness. As we're wiping off a flag that was thrown. I did not even see it on the
flag
road.
that I didn't even see, yeah.
Thank you for wiping off the flag I didn't know. 2nd down and 10 now for the Highlanders from their 45.
Sam D'Souza has shown some shiftiness thus far in this game to kind of evade tackle.
No doubt about that. Sam has been very, very solid. 4 receivers once again, that pistol set in the backfield. This time the give is to Mack. He spins, trying to get away from tacklers there. We're going to have a flag on the play as well. Coming in from the location of possibly holding, but it was after the play. Maybe some extracurriculars.
Has me thinking it could be.
Could go the wrong way, too. Personal foul is going to be the call. It's going to go against Malden. Personal foul. That was behind the play.
Personal foul.
I was worried.
15-yard penalty.
Do you have a number there, Todd?
Allison McCullough was the Highlander involved with that, but I did not see the number of the Golden Tornado who was involved.
Yeah,
Another 15 yards, though, for the Highlanders. You talked about some bad blood possibly between these teams, Eddie, because of the fact they work out against each other in the regular season. You get kind of sick of seeing that guy.
Yeah, you're competing against that guy every single day. Whether you like it or not, you might get a little sick of seeing him.
First down and 10 now from Golden Tornado territory from the 40. Clock rolls, 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Power I formation, few seals through, and he's got the gain of 10 yards. We'll drop him actually short of that at 9 yards.
9-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil.
And the Highlanders have had their most success so far when they just line up and run it straight at you. We saw the full house kind of package there with Kerry Alphonse involved leading the blocking.
Full house once again. Here's the setup there. Fusil looking to bust through, just pushing everybody forward as he's brought down short of the 25-yard line at the Golden Tornado 26. Highlander first down on the play.
Yeah, another big chunk play there for them.
Really good point. You add Kerry Alphonse to this number 16 as he gets into the backfield, part of that power I formation, really helping out in the blocking. Power I formation once again. Near side Ryan Lewis. Fusil countering off the other direction, away from the blockers that time.
Golden Tornadoes were ready for it this time.
Definitely
they
were.
Had enough.
Second down and 11 now for the Highlanders. Clock rolls, just under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Highlanders trailing this one 6-0 after lightning struck in the form of freshman Jaden McGuffey. Keeping that full house look. Fernandez, Alphonse lead backs. Give us to Fusil. Sidesteps a tackler, powers through the hole there. Pushes forward, gain of about 7 on the play. We'll give him 6 actually. Third down and 5 now for the Highlanders. Reasonable, much more reasonable down in distance.
Much more reasonable, and you're also in 4-down territory once again for the Highlanders.
No doubt about that.
3rd and 5.
We'll see if they come out and switch it up here and get out of that full house package, or if they'll stay in. It looks like they're gonna stay in it here.
Keep spreading Ryan Lewis out there. You just keep thinking the possibility of a play action.
And there it comes.
There it is. Looking for Lewis on the post, but instead a sack's going to happen as D'Souza spun to the ground. I believe that was Ismail El Balawan.
There you go. Yep, El Balawan with a nice sack there for the Golden Tornadoes.
4th down now for the Highlanders.
9 yards.
Big 9-yard loss there, 4th down and 14. See what the Highlanders have in their bag of tricks here.
And that was a difficult position there for D'Souza. You called it kind of the play action, looking right at Ryan Lewis. His first option wasn't there. Kind of started to panic slightly, look other ways, and by the time you knew it, sack.
Yeah, Balawan was there, and it was able to spin him to the ground. I formation, 3 receivers. Fake is to Fusil, looking downfield to Lewis. Lewis tries to welcome that ball into his hands, but it gets through. A lot of hand checking going on while that ball was in the air.
Number 4, Ryan Lewis is
Turnover on downs here for the Highlanders.
I don't want to show my bias or complain too much, but it did seem like he was holding his hand towards the end of that play there, and Lewis unable to bring that second hand up to try to bring in the ball.
So the Highlanders, 2 excursions into Golden Tornado territory. They've come up empty on both times. Trailing 6-0, it's critical the Highlander defense stand up here.
Yep.
It's Jaden McGuffey, the young freshman, number 17 for the Golden Tornadoes. Busted a huge run.
Yeah, caught him by surprise and showed off speed that we didn't even know he had.
Fevrier is back there in the backfield, number 88, along with McGuffey and Brett. Brett keeps it this time, throws it out to the big boy, and he is brought down immediately. Nice job there by Ismail Mack.
Yeah, Fevrier, not easy to bring down, but Mack made it look easy there.
Yeah, Fevrier, very, very large
Yes.
young man. Let's get his numbers here if I can find them. 6'2", 263.
Yeah, and Fevrier is not just a up back that'll block for you or a tight end. He'll go out and he'll catch passes like you saw there.
Brett's pass to number 88, Earl Fevrier, is complete for a loss of 2 yards.
Loss of 2 on that because Ismail Mack was able to get out there and trip him up and knock him to the ground. 2nd down and 12 now. Clock rolls. See whether Malden wants to get one off here before the end of the quarter. 7 seconds remaining. Brett calls for it.
Yep.
They will get the play off. He's looking downfield, trying to hook up there with Kevin Exholm. Double coverage there as Highlanders all over that one as if they were in the offensive huddle. They had Jackson Smith along with Ismail Mack in the area.
Nice coverage there for the Highlanders, and that'll bring us into the second quarter.
At the end of the first
Move on here to the second quarter here on Somerville Ed TV. I want to take a minute here to remind everybody out there of a very special thing coming up. The first weekend of October, Friday, October 4th. That is the date of the Tufts Football Classic, as the Highlanders will be taking on the Mustangs of Medford at Ellis Oval at Tufts University, as the Highlanders look for revenge for the shutout they suffered at the hands of Medford last year at Medford, and that is going to be a trophy game at Tufts University. They're going to get to play that at Ellis Oval. That is at 6 o'clock, so make sure, Highlander fans, make sure you are in the stands, you are rooting on the Highlanders, and if you are not able to make it to that game, if you are not able to be there at Ellis Oval, if you cannot be around Zimmern Field as the Highlanders take on the Mustangs, that'll be okay, because we're going to be there too. Eddie Maldonado and myself, we will be there at Ellis Oval as the Highlanders take on the Mustangs here on Somerville. Ed TV will have coverage of that game at 6 o'clock Friday, October 4th. So if you can't be at Ellis Oval, make sure that you are tuned in to Somerville Ed TV, and make sure when you do that, please like, share, subscribe, mash those buttons. We are almost to 2,500 subscribers. Thank you so very much. Let's keep those numbers going up. We move along here to the second quarter of play. Highlanders trailing in this one 6-0. Third down and 12 here for the Golden Tornadoes.
Big opportunity for the defense. You need to get a stop here.
So give once again to the speedster, and he tried to make a cut as he saw Peter Marr coming in on him, and he slipped and fell.
Slipped and fell. I think he saw Marr coming right at him, and he didn't want anything to do with that.
I don't think he wanted anything to do with Marr. Marr had him squared up. It really did seem.
2-yard run by number 17.
So McGuffey
it's a big
gains
stop.
2. Fourth down and 10. Punting team comes on.
Yep, 4th and 10. Golden Tornadoes getting ready to punt. It's a big stop for the Highlanders. We talked about they can't go down 2 scores, so great opportunity now to get the ball back here in the second quarter.
Of course, the Highlanders' own speedster, Ryan Lewis, is back. High snap. Does get the punt away as Waslin Etienne.
Yep, you can hear him calling poison, telling everyone get away from that ball, and it's rolling.
Wow, that is a Highlander roll, as it will be a net negative punt as it spun all the way back to net negative 3 yards.
Wow, you don't see that too often. The wind playing a factor there, just carrying the ball.
We did mention it's a fall evening here at Dilboy Stadium. Wind blowing. It is blowing from the right to the left. Waslin got that up into the air. The wind blew it back, and then a huge bounce for the Highlanders.
Waslin Etienne. 1st and 10, Somerville.
Football gods rooting for the Highlanders.
First down and 10. Highlanders begin this drive in Golden Tornado territory. They go with a 4-wide set. Pistol look in the backfield. Deep back is Fusil. He gets it right up the middle. Gavin Fusil. He's going to go in completely untouched for the Highlander touchdown.
Highlanders.
I'm not sure anybody even took a breath on him, breathed in his area. There was nobody around him. I mean, what a great job blocking there by the offensive line. Highlanders catching the Golden Tornado sleeping, and Fusil able to score.
For a Highlanders touchdown.
Seemed the Golden Tornadoes were expecting some sort of move, some sort of outside, obviously, play, because there was nobody in the middle of the field. Gavin Fusil said, "Thank you very much," and I will run right in that end zone. So now a big opportunity here for the Highlanders as they tied this one up on the long run by Fusil. Looking for the 2-point conversion here as they go with that full house backfield look once again with Kerry Alphonse and Mateus Fernandez back there.
And they're going to throw out of this.
D'Souza throwing out of it. Looks for Lewis. Instead, gives it up front. There, he got it in there. That's Fernandez.
Stretching his arms, able to get the 2 points.
Wow, what a 2-point conversion there. You know, we've seen it on another 2-point conversion the first week as D'Souza does a really nice job rolling out to the right, and they make sure he has lots of options to look at if that first option's not there.
Yeah, and he's been doing a whole lot of rolling out in this game so far, and this time he's able to get 2 points off of it.
Highlanders take the 8-6 lead. 11:01 remaining here in the first half. Short drive there for the Highlanders as Gavin Fusil with the big touchdown run capped off by the 2-point conversion reception by Mateus Fernandez.
Yeah, Fusil wanted in on the action. He saw freshman Jaden McGuffey break a long run for a touchdown, and Fusil not as long, but he was able to break it completely untouched into the end zone.
So the Highlanders ready to kick this one away. Tim Jones. First kickoff here for the Highlanders today. They have done the onside.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of a tight formation, so watch out.
Instead, they pop this one up, and it's going to drop down and land at the 25, be fielded just inside the 20, and nothing doing there.
That was Kerry Alphonse, I believe, first man down there.
As the return where was by Kevin Exholm.
Good coverage by the Highlanders kickoff unit there.
40-yard kick by number 10, Tim Jones. Return for 2 yards.
We mentioned
number 9, Kevin Exholm.
We mentioned the
first and 10 Malden.
The special teams last week for Malden, as they were able to generate 2 touchdown punt returns as well as a fumble on a punt return that they forced to end up with a short field and generate some points as well. Obviously, Highlanders scouting out this return game of the Golden Tornadoes with that, not necessarily a pooch kick, but a really nice kick to an area where there was no one.
Exactly. It was a great kick by Tim Jones, able to find that space on that kickoff.
Malden once again in that unbalanced look with 2 receivers.
It's McGuffey.
Give once again to McGuffey. He cuts this one back inside, and once again, good cut there by McGuffey. Jackson Smith tries to get him, but he's unable to, and McGuffey is going to go for another huge touchdown run for the Golden Tornadoes. That one a good 78 yards.
Yeah, McGuffey just able to break through to the second level, and once he got there, nobody was catching him on that play. I know Jackson Smith tried, but McGuffey just outrunning all the Highlanders once again.
Gene McGuffey, touchdown Malden.
And we're going to have a flag at the end of this play, and it's going to most likely go against Jaden McGuffey for unsportsmanlike there.
Some excessive celebration penalty there at the end, possibly. As this will rack up a third 15-yard mark off against the Golden Tornadoes tonight.
Yeah, and it looked like Coach Pereira opted to take it on the kickoff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense.
So Highlanders led by 2, but Jaden McGuffey said, I'd like to change that. And with a just really strong cutback, he was back into that defensive backfield and off to the races. 12-8 is the lead for the Golden Tornadoes. 2-point conversion they are looking for. They have their first different offensive set that we've seen tonight.
Shotgun here.
Shotgun formation. Trip receivers here to the near side. As Brett back to pass. Looking across the middle, right through the hands. He had Johnson Wynn there, but Wynn let it get through the fingertips, and that is no good on the 2-point conversion, so it is a 4-point lead for the Golden Tornadoes, 10:39 remaining here in the first half.
Yeah, Highlanders have held strong on the 2-point conversions, so now it's just 12-8, so still pretty good distance there for the Highlanders to make up, just 4 points.
4 is not the number the Highlanders need to be concerned about right now. I think 17 is the number that they need to be focusing upon.
Find a way to slow them down.
Jaden McGuffey has busted 2 huge touchdown runs. The first one, he was able to get around the outside of the Highlanders' defense. His flags all over the field are at the 10-yard line. Personal foul is the call. It's going to go against Malden. Personal foul is the call, goes against Somerville.
Offset.
They will offset.
And let's keep playing. Yep.
We have a get-back infraction, I think. Or warning.
Warning there, yep. A warning there to the Malden sideline. And these flags, they always come in right at the end. Right when we think the play's over, they catch it.
Now, Malden should be backed up 15 yards for the excessive celebration penalty, which I think they just remembered. Kenny Melgar, the kicker, was like, darn, I thought I was going to get that. I thought I was going to have that. But ref, I got it teed up. It's all set.
You can't move me now.
No, it's windy. It's not going to move now, see. So the Highlanders.
Chance for good field position.
Good chance for field position here, exactly. Ishmael back, as well as Ryan Lewis back to return this. And if you try to avoid them, you'll wind up with Gavin Fusil possibly getting it as he's an up back at the 50-yard line. Peter Marr there as well. Melgar's kick is away.
Got to get there, got to
It will
get
bounce. Got to get to the ball.
Get
Got to get
top
on the ball. And it looked like Malden hurt us, and Somerville maybe didn't.
It's going to be, it's a
We'll
battle
see who's
down
at
there.
the
Let's see
bottom
what
of that
comes up
pile.
with this.
And the Highlanders come away with it. As Ryan Lewis, Johnny on the spot, I think he was at the bottom of the pile. I'll go ahead and give it to Ryan. If nothing else, he was being piled upon by many heavy people.
Yeah, it almost felt like both teams were unsure what to do in that situation. So fortunate for the Highlanders, Ryan Lewis able to get on top of it.
No return on the play.
And they'll start at the 41.
41-yard line is where the Highlanders will start their fourth drive of the game. As they've gotten into Golden Tornadoes territory each of the previous three drives. Failed to convert fourth downs on the first two. Gavin Fusil with a 28-yard jaunt for the Highlander touchdown.
Watch Marcos Pineda lined up here at the bottom of our screen, but
instead Fusil with it. He tries to power through, but Golden Tornadoes, there was a flurry of tornado there.
Yeah, this defensive front for the Golden Tornadoes has shown the ability to break through the Highlanders' offensive line tonight. And you can see it right there on that play.
2nd and 10.
Daniel Da Silva Burquez was at the bottom of that pile of Golden Tornadoes that held Fusil to no gain. 2nd down and 10 now for the Highlanders as we reach 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Highlanders down by 4, 12-8. 4 receivers for the Highlanders. Pineda down here. Single receiver near side. Da Silva back to pass, looking for Pineda. He's going to throw it downfield.
Oh.
Had 2 receivers in the area as Lewis was also coming across from the far side of the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I believe the original pass was to Marcos Pineda, but Lewis kind of getting in the way there. And he still had an opportunity to catch it, but unable to bring it in.
Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10 now for the Highlanders from their own 41-yard line.
But that play is there for the Highlanders if they do want to go back to it. One-on-one, Marcos Pineda.
2 receivers here to the short side of the field. Nobody on that wide open area to the far side.
And you weren't the only one to notice that.
I think I wasn't.
Timeout, Somerville.
His offensive coordinator, Bob Silva.
Not looking happy.
He doesn't look happy about that sack. 9:45 remaining here in the first half of play. The Highlanders trailing the Golden Tornadoes by the score of 8-12. Or we could actually adjust that and say they're trailing Jaden McGuffey. As McGuffey has busted off 2 huge touchdown runs against the Highlanders tonight. They will have to find an answer for him on the defensive end. But first, the quandary is offensive here as they look at a 3rd and long situation, Eddie.
Yeah, and kind of the first time in this entire game that the Highlanders find themselves in a pretty 3rd and long. You know, you would think they would throw here, but you never know what Coach Bob's thinking over there. You know, he could be thinking possibly even 4-down territory, maybe a short pass here and set themselves up for a 4th and short. We shall see.
Of course, Fusil had the touchdown run on a play where they had 4 wide receivers as well, as they had spread out wide, allowing the middle to be soft for Fusil to run through. Very traditional here.
Yep.
I formation. Pineda in motion over to the far side. The give is going to be to Fusil. Gavin is going to bust forward. Let's see where they're going to mark this, as he might have the first down. It's right at the 49-yard line of the Golden Tornadoes. If nothing else, it's 4-down territory, and they're going to give them a first, I believe.
Moving the chains.
They're
Wow.
moving the chains.
Gavin Fusil, good for a Highlanders first down.
Really great final effort there by Fusil as he lunged forward while being tackled and was able to force that ball across and get the mark across midfield to the 49-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, it's like he just fell forward for that extra yard, and that was all they needed.
First down and 10 now for the Highlanders. High formation once again. The give is to Mack. Mack through the hole.
Nice hard running there by Mack.
Very good hard running by Ishmael Mack as he gets a 9-yard gain there on first down for the Highlanders. Down to the Golden Tornado 40.
To Ishmael Mack.
Mack is deceptively powerful with his running because he's very low to the ground. So, you know, he's very, very fast. So if he gets a crease, he can burst through it, but he's also very powerful as he runs through.
Yeah, like you said, deceptively there. You don't know what's coming at you until he comes right at you.
Second down and 1 for the Highlanders. They're yet again in Golden Tornado territory, and that's going to be a flag against the Highlanders. I think Pineda jumped off on the far side of the offensive line.
False start.
False start. So now instead of a 2nd and 1, it's 2nd and 6 for the Highlanders.
5-yard penalty. 2nd and 6.
Yep, and these are the situations you don't want to find yourself in. You don't want to get penalties and then force yourself into 3rd and longs or 2nd and longs even.
Mack remains in as the feature back here. So he's lined up at the top of the I formation. Passes out to Marr as he's got a lot of room. He slips one tackler. He's trying to spin away from another one, but is brought down by his jersey as he's across the 35 down to the 33.
Yeah, smart play there. D'Souza got the ball out quick to Marr as he was wide open. Coverage was way off there, so he was able to pick up the first down.
Something that a veteran quarterback like D'Souza might notice is how far that cornerback is off from the line and recognize, hey, I got a lot of room out there. Let me get it out to Pete, and he's going to make something happen. That's what happened.
Yeah.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders from the Golden Tornado 33, trailing by 4, 7 minutes left in the half. I formation, 3 receivers. Pineda in motion. The pitch is out. Fusil, he finds a gash there. He's able to move it forward across the 25 down at that 25-yard line.
8-yard run for number 1, Gavin Fusil. 2nd and 2.
8-yard carry on the pitch for Fusil. As Kerry Alphonse will check into the game, the bigger package for the Highlanders, as you see Marr heading out. Clock rolls, 6:25 remaining in the half. Highlanders driving.
And they'll come right out in that kind of full package, full house formation.
Give us to the up back. I think it was Kerry Alphonse. He got repulsed immediately as the whistle is very, very late there coming in, but he spun forward and I think ended up gaining a yard on it.
Yeah, I got a yard, half a yard there. Making it a little easier.
1-yard run by number 16, Kerry Alphonse. Third
down and 1 for the Highlanders.
Seems like Gavin Fusil territory here.
That could very well be. As you see Fusil out there, he is the deep back in that power backfield look behind Fernandez and Alphonse. There's Fusil as he is immediately hit. Got just enough, I believe, for the first down.
I believe he did get just enough, but he ran into a wall right there, right at the first down marker.
That wall may have been named Fevrier.
For Highlanders first down.
I believe that was number 88, Fevrier, who was able to lunge out right as he hit that hole. But the Highlanders were able to get the first down, so first down and 10 from the 23. This time Mack with the carry. And just slipped up there as he tried to make his cut back towards the inside.
Yeah, slipped up there, and Golden Tornado's defense was quickly in the backfield once he got
1
on that
yard
play.
run by number 2, Ismail Mack. 2nd and 9.
Second down and 9 after the yard carry. 4.5 minutes remaining in the half. Highlanders down by 4. This is their 4th time into Golden Tornado territory. Four wide receivers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Mack in the backfield. D'Souza looking downfield, looking for Pineda, I believe, in the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They may claim uncatchable. Other than that, there was a tackle.
That was a full-blown tackle, yeah, but they're going to call on uncatchable ball, I guess, there.
We've seen
It
hand
always
checking.
confuses me on those calls. If they tackle them, I feel like you got to throw the flag, even if it's uncatchable,
because,
right?
yeah.
And we have seen some hand checking thus far in
Hand
this game.
checking
That
is one thing.
hasn't been called, so they're letting them play a bit.
3rd down and 9 now for the Highlanders. Clock stopped, 3:54 left in the half. Big 3rd down here. 4 down territory, though, for the Highlanders. 4 receivers. Pineda is the outside receiver here near side. The give is to Fusil, trying to power forward. Malden doing a really good job on that defensive line, not allowing any holes there.
Nothing.
No gaps in the A or the B.
No sign of daylight there. Gavin Fusil unable to find anything in that defensive front.
No gain on the run by number 1, Gavin Fusil.
So 4th down and 9 now for the Highlanders. Highlanders in danger of turning the ball over on downs for the 3rd time this half. See what offensive coordinator Bob Silva has dialed up. Pistol formation. Fusil is the back.
We're going to have a timeout just before the snap. Yep.
Highlanders took the timeout. So looking at the 4th and 9 now.
It looked like they were ready to throw the football there.
Yeah, it did look like they were ready to throw there.
They spread it out, 4 wide receivers. D'Souza's going to come out. He's going to have his first read. If that's not there, I'm sure he's got someone else that he's going to have to go to. He's got to be prepared for that, because thus far, when that first read isn't there, he looks down, and next thing you know, Golden Tornadoes are in his face.
Yeah.
Stand at the end of the concourse.
It's been
support the Highlanders.
Thus far, the Golden Tornadoes are winning the battle up front at the ends of the field.
Yep.
And not necessarily in between the 20s. As the Highlanders have been able to bust through, get some nice runs, complete some passes as well. But inside the red zone, the Golden Tornadoes defense really has solidified.
Yeah, and time of possession has been hugely in the Highlanders' favor.
Absolutely. As Jaden McGuffey has been the Golden Tornado offense, 2 huge touchdown runs. Lightning quick drives, basically, on the first play of a drive and second play of a drive. So 3:05 remains in the half. Highlanders, 4th down and 9 from the Golden Tornado 22-yard line.
Yep, trips to the right. Pineda on the bottom of our screen.
D'Souza's back to pass. Pressure is in on him. That's
mask.
a face mask
Yep.
if they're going to throw it, and they did. D'Souza breaks away, though, and Sam's going in for the Highlander touchdown.
Face mask wasn't going to slow him down there.
Highlanders.
Didn't matter if they grabbed the face mask or not. As Sam D'Souza got out here to the near side and found open turf all the way to the end zone.
And it's what we've been talking about. If that first read isn't there, what are you going to do, Mr. D'Souza? What did he do? He tucked it and ran, and he found the end zone.
Absolutely, he did. Highlanders retake the lead, 14-12, 2:55 remaining here in the first half. As the Highlanders on for the 2-point conversion.
Yep, so they'll just pick up that flag. Of course, it was face mask. They
Yes.
just want it to be known and declined. So result of play, touchdown Highlanders. And as they go for 2 here, they'll come out in that full house package.
Once again, that power package, Kerry Alphonse, as well as Mateus Fernandez. This time the pitch to
outside.
Fusil. He gets squared up and folded up there at the 2-yard line. Good job by the Golden Tornadoes.
No good.
Yeah, Golden Tornadoes were ready for that one and just beat the line right at the snap.
So no good on the 2-point conversion, but the Highlanders able to retake a 2-point lead. 14-12 is the Highlander lead. 2:55 though remaining in the half, Eddie. And you know, normally I wouldn't say this, but that's plenty of freaking time.
Oh, all they really needed was 5 seconds, it feels like, for the Golden Tornadoes to score. But
Jaden McGuffin has McGuffey, I should say. He's been quite the McGuffin, but Jaden McGuffey has been phenomenal for the Golden Tornadoes, number 17, as he has busted 2 huge runs. One of them he cut back, really able cutback there, and was able to elude tacklers and use his speed to the end zone, both of them over 70 yards. So we'll see what the Highlanders do here with 2:55 remaining.
yeah, Highlanders definitely need to tighten up and be careful there of the big playability of McGuffey. And I'd be interested to see on the Golden Tornado side if they continue to feed McGuffey, or are they going to switch it up here as they might get into a 2-minute drill type of situation.
The Highlanders, the face mask assessed on the kickoff.
Okay.
So Tim Jones could possibly boot this away. Don't sleep on the possibility of an onside attempt, especially with this kicking off from the opponent's 45. We know they've done it before.
For it.
And
That's what
that is
they'll do.
exactly what it is.
They'll
As
have
the
a
ball
chance.
bounds across the 20 and it's picked up by Exome there, and he is hammered there by Ishmael Mack, who was a missile Mack that time.
Yeah, Mack introduced himself on that play there. Great hit stick.
2:52 remaining here in the first half. Highlanders up by 2, 14-12. Highlanders have struggled to contain number 17, the young freshman running back Jaden McGuffey. As we look at our rosters, running back not even listed amongst his positions. He has 3, linebacker, strong
That is
safety,
right,
and wide receiver.
yeah. He can do it all.
As once again they go with that offset 2 receivers to the wide side of the field.
Fabriere in the up back there.
Fevrier, the leading blocker back there. Give is to McGuffey. So he cuts it up on that zone look.
And it was Gavin Fusil holding on for dear life there at the ankles.
5-yard run by number 17.
5-yard
Jaden
run
McGuffey.
for McGuffey.
Second and 5.
Second down and 5 now for the Golden Tornadoes. 2.5 minutes remaining as the clock rolls. As we near halftime.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the Golden Tornadoes have all 3 timeouts left, or possibly 2.
Possibly at least 2,
Yeah.
yes. I always assume there are timeouts left because
it
there
feels
always
like-
seem to be timeouts left. Two receivers here to the near side. McGuffey and Favre in the backfield.
Oh, they'll
Back
throw
to
here.
pass is Brett. Looking downfield, trying to connect up with Exome. And the coverage was there as Mack had Exome on man-to-man. The help coverage was coming over top by Jackson Smith.
Yeah, Jackson Smith was there to kind of help break that one up. You know, make Exholm second guess if he was going to reach out for the ball or not.
3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5 now for the Golden Tornadoes. And a big point here, Eddie. That
Clock,
stops
yeah.
the clock at 1:50.
Clock is stopped, yeah.
So now a 3rd and 5 for the Golden Tornadoes. The Highlanders, I don't know whether they have a timeout left, but they could
I'm sure
possibly
they do.
use it after this play and maybe get another shot at the offensive possession here. But first, of course, they've got to stop the Golden Tornadoes.
Yep, absolutely. That's going to be the key play here, and I would imagine they're going to get the ball into the hands of McGuffey on this play, because even if he doesn't pick up the first down, you know, they're going to let the clock roll.
As Britt directing traffic, getting Exome where he wants him in the slot. Mack matched up against him. The give is to McGuffey as he cuts it up. Good block there, and a touchdown saving tackle there by Ryan Lewis, as he was just able to knock him off balance after getting the first down, and now a timeout taken by the Golden Tornadoes with 1:45 remaining.
Yeah, Lewis got just enough of the ankle there to trip up McGuffey and save 6 points.
1:45 remaining as McGuffey burst right through that hole. Looks like he, in that case, and I'm trying to figure out what they're using blocking-wise to get him these holes, because it doesn't take a big hole for him to get through.
It does not.
But he is getting holes.
And that might just be it. He's just seeing just enough space, and he's squeaking through, and next thing you know, the Highlanders weren't ready for it on that second level.
Golden Tornadoes will have it at their own 40-yard line, 1:45 remaining, trailing by 2. Jaden McGuffey burst through the line of scrimmage on the last play and was prevented from a possible touchdown by Ryan Lewis, as he was able to knock him off balance at this 40-yard line. Now we have 3 receivers here to the near side. 4 receivers all day, and a single receiver at the top of the screen. Back to pass is Brett. Looks here near side. That's going to be incomplete, trying to get with Brain. Let's see here, Jose Brayan. Or Brayan Jose, I'm not totally sure which.
Could go by both.
Brett's pass intended for number 33, Brian Jose, is incomplete.
Brian Jose.
Brian
We'll go with
Jose,
that.
yeah.
2nd and 10.
That works. Once again, the clock is stopped. So
2nd and 10, $1:40
that's the risk
remaining.
when you throw the football there.
Leaving the Highlanders a bit of time here.
Yeah. Can confirm the Highlanders have no more timeouts, but still, they do have big play ability on their side.
2-point lead for the Highlanders. 2nd down and 10. As McGuffey is now split out as a slot receiver up top. 5 receivers here for the Golden Tornadoes. As he looks over towards McGuffey, he goes to the other side of the field. He goes to McGuffey on the post. And McGuffey was open on the post, as he had gotten past Peter Marr in coverage. Beautiful pass there by Aiden Brett. I thought Brett had just looked to the other side of the field, but instead he was just throwing to the extremely fast McGuffey, who was crossing the field in the post pattern.
I was thinking the same thing for a second there too, Todd, that he might have overthrown whoever his intended receiver was, but I should have known. McGuffey in a flash right there.
So the big play ability resides with the Golden Tornadoes. They retake the lead 18-14 in a huge 2-point conversion once again. Jaden McGuffey is killing the Highlanders tonight. That's a 60-yard touchdown reception.
If you haven't figured it out yet, the Golden Tornadoes have one type of offense and one offense only. Get the ball to Jaden McGuffey. That's it. Any way you can.
Electrifying player, number 17, Jaden McGuffey. He has lit up the Highlanders to the tune of 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air receiving.
Very important 2-point conversion. Golden Tornadoes have been unsuccessful in both their attempts thus far.
Once again, they set up in that base offensive formation they have with Fevre back in the backfield. This time, Britt keeps it, and he reaches across, and he is in for the 2-point conversion. As Brett gets the 2-point conversion. And that is an 8-point lead now.
So we finally have a different person carrying the
6-point
ball
lead.
there, and it's Brett.
6-point lead now.
Yep.
It's trying to give them too many points. It feels like a larger lead
It
because
does.
McGuffey scares me that much.
It happens so fast.
Yeah,
so
he is
quick, too,
lightning
so
fast. You got to keep the ball away from him right now. Minute 30 remaining. Now the Highlanders might have an opportunity to come back, maybe strike with a little lightning of their own.
Yeah, no timeouts, but they have the ability to do it. They have the players on their offense to make a big play.
We know Marcos Pineda caught a 72-yard touchdown
That's right.
pass last week against Gloucester, late in that game to get the Highlanders into the end zone in that game. Of course, Gavin Fusil has busted a 65-yard touchdown run this season as well.
Yep. And don't forget about Ryan Lewis. If you can find him one-on-one coverage, he can break one there.
Already has been hit on the post for a big gain tonight. The Golden Tornadoes ready to kick this one away. Kenny Melgar. Mack and Lewis deep. Over towards Mack. Comes in on that. He fields that one cleanly at the 25. Going to the far side of the field, trying to get around the corner. And he spins around the corner, is brought down by the helmet. I saw a flag thrown in there. And Malden is about to get their, fifth personal foul call?
At least.
I believe.
At least their fifth personal foul of the game there.
There was an offsetting with Somerville, plus 4 others, I believe.
Yep, a prior.
Personal foul, face mask is the call.
Yep.
Personal foul, face mask, kicking team.
Helps Highlanders out a lot as they add 15 yards onto that return by Ishmael Mack. He had returned it out to the 35-yard line. So now it will be at midfield, a minute 22 remaining. Highlanders, a good opportunity here.
Plenty of time left still for the Highlanders.
Highlanders down by 6, 20-14.
And we've been mentioning the hand checking going on between the corners and the wide receiver. So who knows, if you throw one deep, you might get a call in your favor.
Pineda matched up down here at the bottom of the screen. D'Souza looking to the far side there, finds Lewis on the 10-yard out for the first down. A minute 16 remaining, and he gets out of bounds. Clock stops.
Exactly how you draw it up on the paper there. Ran right to the first down, cut it, and picked up the first down.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders. Golden Tornado, 40-yard line. Trailing by 6 minutes, 16 remaining in the half. 4 receivers for the Highlanders. It's D'Souza back to pass. Looking far side for Lewis. Actually, strike that. That was Jackson, I believe.
Pineda there, Marcos Pineda
on
the
Pineda?
outside. Yeah.
Pineda down at the lower portion of the screen. I'm sorry about that.
Incomplete.
Minute 10 remaining.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10 now for the Highlanders. That was the pass that Pineda got open on last week against Gloucester.
Wanted to give him an opportunity there, but also didn't want to give the corner an opportunity to pick it off, so wisely kind of just threw that over the head of everyone.
Now Pineda here on the near side. D'Souza back to pass. Looks to the right side. That's complete to Pete Marr. 10 yards.
That'll give him the first down, and as the chains move, the clock will stop.
Minute 5. Clock stops as the chains move. Clock begins running again. 1 minute remaining in the half. Highlanders first down and 10. D'Souza back to pass. Looks downfield. Looks for that 10-yard out once again for Lewis. That one incomplete, out of bounds. Second down and 10 now for the Highlanders. 51 seconds remaining. Clock stop.
Lewis is incomplete. Second and 10.
Highlanders trailing by 6. Looking for an equalizing touchdown here late in the first half. As as a timeout is taken.
Timeout, Malden.
Malden takes that timeout, 51 seconds remaining. So we've seen, Eddie, the Highlanders have been able to move it from midfield where they began
Certainly
after the
have,
personal foul, the face mask on the return. So good field position to begin with. They got 20 yards, 2 pass plays for 10 yards apiece. They've found that 10-yard out, but Malden's going to start sneaking over there and covering that a little bit more tightly.
That's definitely why, the timeout was called here. I think they had enough. They're clearly Somerville's just running a 10-yard out, getting to the outside, picking up the first down every time. And that was a close one, too, to not get another first down there by Ryan Lewis. So I think coach for the Golden Tornadoes, he's seen enough. He wants to put a stop to it. But if you start trying to put a stop to it, then you can beat them over the top. So we'll see how the Highlanders counter.
Move and counter move. Always very highlighted at the end of halves and end of games.
Especially in a game like this where it feels like we're just going back and forth.
Back and forth, absolutely. The Highlanders have dominated the time of possession, multiple long drives into Golden Tornado territory. They have come up empty on 3 of those that they've gotten into Golden Tornado territory on and turned the ball over on downs. And on the flip side, Golden Tornado offense has just been lightning quick as McGuffey, multiple long runs and a long touchdown reception. Second down and 10 now for the Highlanders, 51 seconds left in the half, trailing by 6. D'Souza, quick out to Pineda. And Pineda tries to spin away from the tackle, did not get out of bounds, so the clock rolls, 42 seconds remaining, 3rd down and 6 for the Highlanders.
Highlanders got to get on the ball quickly here.
They line up quickly. So Lewis gets in position, slot top of the screen. Gets the snap off, 28 seconds. Looking for Pineda just behind Marcos. I don't know, I think maybe Sam thought he was going to stay down the sideline, but Pineda turned it in.
Yeah, Pineda went in instead of out there. It's a little miscommunication, and it'll stop the clock at 24 seconds.
4th down and 6 now for the Highlanders. The line to get for the first down is the 20-yard line. Of course, the goal line being the line to get for the touchdown. 24 ticks of the clock remaining here in the first half.
I'm saying you got smoke too.
No timeouts for the Highlanders. So if they were to get the first down, they'd have to quickly get into position. Of course, the clock would stop for the chains to move. 6 yards away from that possibility. Here it is, the snap to D'Souza. Looks downfield, looking for
the end zone.
The touchdown there. As Pineda was in the end zone, it was a little deep as well. So incomplete, 18 seconds remaining. Once again, I would not normally mention this, but there's 18 seconds left.
Makes me a little nervous. Right? I have a nervous feeling going into these last 18 seconds.
I just want to know where 17 is, and I also want to know how they are getting those little creases in the offensive line that he's getting through.
We're going to have to watch film after this.
No doubt.
It's impressive.
$18 seconds remaining. Golden Tornadoes up by 6. They will come out in a 4 wide receiver set. I do not see where McGuffey is. I think he might be the slot receiver.
Oh.
Brett in trouble and had to throw that one at the feet of Exome coming across the middle.
It actually looked like on that play there, McGuffey was lined up in the backfield. They just kept him in the block, just extra protection, and they're going to try to throw the ball deep here.
12 seconds remaining.
I would give him a chance.
2nd down and 10 now. We're at that point of the night where the white numerals on the gold really are not helping.
They're not doing
They're
us
not
any
helping me
favors, yeah.
McGuffey in the backfield, along with Brett, 4 receivers out.
Also important to highlight where Kevin Exholm is. That's been Brett's favorite target tonight, but he'll take a knee.
Taking the knee, and that will do it for the first half as on the strength of Jaden McGuffey, 2 long touchdown runs and a long touchdown reception, the Highlanders trail the Golden Tornadoes of Malden by the score of 20-14. We are back at Dilboy Stadium as the Highlanders trail the Golden Tornadoes of Malden by the score of 20-14 at the half here on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Eddy Maldonado. Eddy, the Highlanders dominated time of possession, had drives that went deep into Golden Tornado territory. They turned the ball over on downs 3 different times in Golden Tornado territory, or 4 different times actually in Golden Tornado territory. The flip of that is the Golden Tornadoes just lightning quick strikes to Jaden McGuffey, a freshman, 2 touchdown runs over 70 yards and a touchdown reception of 60 yards.
Yeah, Jaden McGuffey introducing himself to Highlander Nation today and to us. We didn't realize he had that speed in him, and he's really showcasing it all night. So the question is, how will the Highlanders counter that? What was talked about in the locker room, how will they stop number 17?
I mean, we talk about what adjustments get made at halftime in football games, what coaching staffs do, what they want to work on, what they want to work on changing and trying to figure out. It's stopping 17 right now for the Highlanders.
Maybe tighten up the A-gap. Maybe it has to do with the defensive line, shifting them around. If you notice, hey, McGuffey really likes to run to the left side of that line. Let's add a little more beef that way. Or maybe it's blitzing. Something to slow them down.
We will see the Golden Tornado offense out there to begin matters here as the Highlanders will be kicking away. They have been known to onside, as they did attempt an onside kick late in that first half as well. So we will see what happens here on this kickoff. Highlanders scored 2 touchdowns in the first half themselves as Gavin Fusil had a 28-yard touchdown run. Fernandez was able to get a 2-point conversion catch on a really nice play there by Sam D'Souza and Fernandez on that to make it 8-6. Then Jaden McGuffey struck again with a 78-yard touchdown run to back up his 80-yard touchdown run earlier to give the Golden Tornadoes a 2-point lead. Then Sam D'Souza with a 22-yard touchdown run where he ran through a face mask and was able to get the touchdown there. Those were the 2 Highlander touchdowns of the first half, the D'Souza jaunt and the Fusil run. And then McGuffey caught his 60-yard touchdown reception for the end of scoring there in the first half.
Yep. As Tim Jones is placing the ball down here, wind is picking up, so he has to make sure it's
chilly,
placed
windy
there.
night. It feels like fall here at Dilboy Stadium.
It does. Feels like fall, feels like football season.
As Jones will boot this one down. Will bounce at the 25, picked up at the 20. And Exholm is through the Highlanders. Return team coverage there.
There's a flag
coming down from behind. We'll see what that's about as Kevin Exholm is all the way down for the Golden Tornado touchdown, an 80-yard kickoff return. But we will see what's up with the flag back at the 40.
Nope, hold
Personal
your horses.
foul is going to be called against the Golden Tornadoes. That's, I'm counting now, I think their 7th personal foul.
I think you're right.
Personal foul, receiving team.
So they will be backed up.
Just like we talked about the Highlanders going into the locker room trying to figure out how to stop number 17, Malden went into that locker room trying to figure out how do we stop these penalties. And they've been shooting themselves in the foot here in the first half.
No question about it. The Highlanders got an excellent field position multiple times, helped out by the 15-yard penalties. Also, a couple first downs they were able to get to keep drives alive with these personal fouls against the Golden Tornadoes, as they will be backed all the way back to the 25-yard line. So basically where Tim Jones bounced that ball 5 yards ahead of where Exholm picked it up. And instead of the touchdown return, it will be 1st and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes at their own 25.
Yeah, fortunate for the Highlanders here. And now as they come on defense, we'll see exactly how they're going to counter the speed that the Golden Tornadoes have shown.
As once again, they are in that base set, it looks like. Actually, they got additional folks in the backfield now.
Now they're moving them around, trying to figure out. I'm not sure they quite know.
As Wynn is in the near side, Exome at the top of the screen. Wynn is in the wrong location, and they're going to have to call a timeout. As the Golden Tornado coaching staff not happy about the situation, not knowing their own offensive set there, coming out to open out the second half.
Yeah, it's a tough start there for the Golden Tornadoes. First penalty on the kickoff there, and then not being lined up correctly coming out of that. You have to burn a timeout. Something coach definitely did not want to do.
Richie Exome, the head coach for the Golden Tornadoes. Malden class of 2012, I believe you played against him.
Yeah, correct. Richie, great running back and linebacker for Malden.
His younger brother Kevin is number 9 on the field right now. We had that touchdown return called back, and he will get the ball on the jet sweep attempt. He reverses field, and oh my goodness gracious, Exome, oh my gosh, he gave himself up very late in that situation and basically brought his helmet to a very dangerous location by virtue of doing that, as Pete Maher was right there ready to drop the boom on him.
Yeah, that looked like quite the hit from up here, and he might have actually slipped on there as well, but it looked like he took a tough hit.
Exome coming off the field after that hit. First down and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes at their own 47-yard line. Big run there for Exome. You see the cutbacks have been there. We saw McGuffey get his second touchdown run on a cutback. We saw the cutback right there. The Highlanders play such an aggressive defense.
They're running right to the ball.
Absolutely. Yep. They're attacking the ball, and that's what head coach Dave Pereira wants. He's also the defensive coordinator. He wants that attacking style defense, but when you have guys who can change direction so quickly, it can be dangerous.
Absolutely.
Back to their base set with the two running backs, and the give is to McGuffey, and he's got nowhere to go as Mateus Fernandez wraps him up. Good penetration there by Mateus. Held him to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, great job by Fernandez coming from his linebacker position and coming up and making that play.
2nd and 9.
Second down and 9 now for the Golden Tornadoes. Just underway here in the second half. Malden leading the Highlanders by 6. Opening action, GBL action for both teams. Highlanders have games coming up here against Chelsea next week. And then the big battle against Medford, the Tufts Classic at Ellis Oval. 6 o'clock on October 4th. Don't forget about that. The give once again is to McGuffey. He's got nowhere to go as Marr came up and dropped him with the hit for a loss of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Marr's going to head off.
2-yard loss in the run.
He kind of got the worst of that.
Yeah, he kind of got the worst of that hit there, that tackle. I was about to credit Marr. He's kind of been all over the place, it seems, kind of just flying around, whether it's on defense or special teams as well, and we've seen him catch a pass on offense too.
Now, tough for the Highlanders. They're going to lose out on some speed defensively there as he's over to the bench being checked out.
And McGuffey will actually come off the field for the Golden Tornadoes and get a breather.
McGuffey may have also been
a little
shaken
up
shook
on that
play as well. So 3rd down and 11 for the Golden Tornadoes. It looks like it's Exome back in the backfield. And the give is to Exome. So he goes to the far side, goes through his blockers, and gets tripped up. I believe Fernandez may have tripped him up on that play, but he gained a nice chunk there as he gets down to the Highlander 46-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 3 now for the Golden Tornadoes.
Yeah, Fernandez able to trip him up right when it looked like Exome was about to start going into cruise control there, so saved a first down and possibly more on that play.
Big 4th down here for the Golden Tornadoes, and a huge 4th down opportunity for the Highlander defense. If they can get the ball back into the offense's hands, good field position is available as well. The line to make is the Highlander 43.
And Exome will stay in the backfield.
Give is to Exome as he just stops dead in the backfield, but it works out for him. as he's able to slide forward. That is not how they teach it. I will tell you very clearly that is not how they teach running backs.
You don't think that's how they drew it up? No.
No, that is running backs are taught to hit the hole with authority. In that case, Exome decided he didn't like any of the holes. I don't think he found many holes until he found just enough to get the first down.
Yep, so credit Exome there, able to kind of cut it back. And again, the Highlanders need to stay disciplined on those cutback lanes.
True.
You know, corners, linebackers, they need to make sure they're protecting that bounce back.
First down and 10 for the Highlanders after that good individual effort by Exome. He stays in the backfield.
Listen.
Haven't seen McGuffey since that hit by Marr.
Hey, you gotta go low.
The give is to Exome, far side of the field. And the tackle there. Good job in the open field as Ryan Lewis came up and made that tackle. You know, I out of the corner of my eye, as Riker Faith, number 28, for the Highlanders, was blocked out of that play. I saw your arms open up a little bit, Eddie. Think maybe a little bit of a hold going on out there to catch the edge?
I thought maybe a little hold. I know holding happens on every play, but it seemed like on that play there, it was, you know, he was on an island. It seemed pretty clear, but, you know, we're going to let him play tonight. I think that's the motto. I think we're going to let him play tonight.
We have seen we're letting them play tonight, and even through all that, we've had some, Malden still struggling with fouls. Second down and 9 now. Brick gives the ball once again. This is McGuffey. He's through the line and into the defensive backfield, I should say. Brought down by Jackson Smith and Jamison LaGuerre.
16-yard run by number 17, Gene McGuffey.
You can just see when he picks that stride up, when he kind of gets to the second level, he's just going full speed. It feels like no one's catching him.
And McGuffey gets the first down. Yep. First down and 10 now for Malden from the 25-yard line of the Highlanders as they look to build on this 6-point lead. This is their opening drive of the second half, and they have held the ball for over half of the third quarter thus far, 5:45 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Malden's longest drive of the game.
This is exactly what Malden wanted to do coming out of the second half, I do believe. Hold on to the ball, and they'd like to find pay dirt at the end. First and 10 from the Highlander 25. Good job handling the high snap by Brett. Great defense there. Ryan Lewis able to get the hand up and deny that possible pass reception.
He played that so well. He stuck to the wide receiver, got his hand up right on time, and knocked the ball away.
Got his helmet turned around, got eye on the ball. Eyes on the ball.
Incomplete.
He said the way Exome got that first down was not textbook. That, by Ryan Lewis, was textbook. Second down and 10 now for the Golden Tornadoes, 5:19 remaining here in the third quarter.
If you're the Highlanders, you kind of want to give the Golden Tornadoes a little taste of their own medicine, a little bend, don't break defense, right? They're moving the ball, they're getting into the red zone, but don't let them score.
It's McGuffey in the backfield once again with Brett. Earl. Fevre, the big boy back there as he gets a pass protection there for Brett. Brett's pass across the middle. Exome gets the hand on it, but it can't bring it in. A little bit behind him.
Just a little behind. He might have had Exome there, but he was thrown a little bit behind, and Mack on the coverage for the Highlanders.
So third down and 10.
Third and 10.
As Pete Marr checking back into the game after that big tackle of McGuffey earlier.
Yeah, good to see Marr come back into the game, and these Highlander corners are not afraid to come up and make a tackle.
They go with that base offensive set once again. Exome is out wide to the top of the screen. McGuffey in the backfield with Brett. The give is to McGuffey. And he's through once again. and brought down at the 10-yard line after another Golden Tornado first down.
15-yard run by number 17.
Yeah,
James
once again,
McGuffey.
McGuffey able to find the lane, just find enough space and hit the hole and pick up the first down.
First and goal.
First down and goal now for the Golden Tornadoes as McGuffey just continues to impress with what he can do out there. 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. Clock is rolling. And Malden is knocking on the door, looking to build on a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Malden has shown on this drive they can kind of beat you a couple different ways now, not just with McGuffey, but they've gotten Exholm involved as well on this offense.
McGuffey in the backfield with Brett. It's Fevrier. Moves in motion to the near side. This time Brett will keep it, rolling out to his right, throws it to Fevrier, and the big boy is brought down just short of the goal line as it's marked about an inch shy, I believe.
Yeah, and I was wondering when the Golden Tornadoes were going to get Fevrier involved. You know, he's their big tight end. Not only does he block, though, as you saw, he goes out there, he catches passes, so he got involved there and almost scored.
Pass number 88, Earl Fevrier, is complete for 9 yards.
3 minutes, 45 seconds.
Second
Clock
goal.
rolls. Second down and goal from inside the 1-yard line for the Golden Tornadoes as they look to make it a 2-score game here in the second half.
And they're draining that clock, yep.
Long drive here as they have had the ball 8.5 minutes here in the third quarter so far.
Second and goal from inside the 1, I would imagine. This has to be a run.
Brett hands it off to Fevrier.
Fumble!
And he fumbled it. Ball's on the ground. Do the Highlanders have it?
We got it.
Highlander
Yes, they
ball! As Fevrier did not handle the handoff cleanly, and the Highlanders were able to get a paw in there and knock that puppy out.
Goal line stand, goal line stop, turnover there by the Highlanders. That's exactly what they needed to stay in this game.
Huge turnover for the Highlanders. You said it, Eddie. That keeps them in the game as they recover the fumble at the 2-yard line. Critical now, the Highlanders and their offensive line
Need to get a push.
some sort of push here.
Absolutely. You don't want to find yourself running in the back of the end zone.
We saw the Highlanders get a safety last week against Gloucester in a similar situation to this. We also saw the Highlanders suffer a safety against Gloucester last week. 3:05 remaining in the quarter. Highlander ball at their own 2.
Oh, we got a jump there. Looked like it was on the defense.
Yeah, D'Souza
We'll
with
see.
the hard count may have given himself 5 yards, and he
Yeah.
did. The veteran quarterback, Sam D'Souza.
Yeah, that little octave in his voice got a little bit higher. It got the defense to jump,
5-yard penalty.
and the Highlanders will take that.
First and 5.
That is a big 5 yards, the difference of 7 yards and 2 yards.
That gives you plenty of space now, it feels like.
So from the 7-yard line, the Highlanders have it first down and 5. Few seal the deep back, but that power eye set, they give it to the up back. I believe that's Fernandez.
Yes.
And
he's gonna
Fernandez
break
is through! He's through and still motoring down the field! Oh my goodness, Mateus Fernandez!
Don't forget about him. All the focus on Gavin Fusil, Ismail Mack, but Fernandez getting in on the action too.
34 yards.
Mateus Fernandez just
Fernandez
powered and powered through it. Looked like, for all the world, like he was down in the pile, but next thing you know, he pops out the
Had
other
no
end.
idea where he was.
Huge gain for the Highlanders.
Huge.
As they started this drive back at their own 2-yard line. 1 play later, actually, along with the help of a penalty, they're out at the 40-yard line.
And with all that action, Malden's going to use their second timeout here
Yes.
as they're trying to regroup.
Timeout, Malden.
Highlanders with the big swing of emotions here.
Huge momentum swing for the Highlanders. As it looked for all the world, Malden had it inside the 1-yard line. Second down and goal. They were about to go up 2 scores as they lead by 6 currently. But the Highlanders able to get the ball away from the running back, Earl Fevrier. And then the Highlanders jumped on it, earned, I would say, with the hard count, 5 yards with the offsides on Malden. And then a big run there by Mateus Fernandez out to the 40-yard line. So 38 yards there the Highlanders have been able to get.
Yeah, big run there by Fernandez. Love to see the fullback get some love.
So first down and 10 for the Highlanders. They trail by 6, 2:35 remaining here in the third quarter. They have a new friend on their sideline named Mo. His momentum has shifted a bit. Fusil brought down, tripped up as he gets across the line of scrimmage. A gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Highlanders.
Run by number 1, Gavin
Yeah,
Fusil.
now it's the Highlanders' turn to drain that clock, use as much of the clock as you can, and get down that field. But most importantly, punch it in. Get 6 points. Don't forget about that.
They have gotten down the field
Yes.
before, but run out of downs multiple times. Pineda in motion there. The give is to Fusil, and he busts through the line of scrimmage. He's across midfield for the Highlander first down. Going to have a timeout on the field, as the Highlanders will take that timeout, I believe. Oh, it was a Golden Tornado down. I did not see.
Almost blended in with the turf there, but
Yeah, he did.
able to jump up and make his way to the sideline.
That's Jamari Brown.
9-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. Good for the Highlanders. First down.
Now the Highlanders into Golden Tornado territory at the 49-yard line. Minute 45 remaining in the third quarter.
In Malden territory, could quite possibly be 4-down territory going forward.
That's
Oh my God.
false start there is going to be the call. Multiple people in motion. Miscommunication between Fernandez
False
and
start.
Pineda there.
Offense.
So back it up
5-yard
5
penalty.
yards for the Highlanders back to their own 46-yard line.
First and 15.
Highlanders trailing by 6. Got a huge turnover on their own goal line to start this drive.
That's not defense.
Highlanders need a big chunk play here to not find themselves in 2nd and long.
First and 15, not the down and distance they want to see. They've got the I formation, Pineda in motion. Ishmael back, the deep back. Passes out, looking for Lewis. Lewis did not get any help there, as the cornerback was up on coverage, immediately came down on him there.
Yeah, Golden Tornadoes were not tricked on that play. They knew what was coming and they were ready for it.
So no gain on that play.
Loss of 3 yards in the pass from D'Souza to number 4, Ryan Lewis.
Brings up 2nd and 18 after the
2nd and
3-yard
18.
loss.
We haven't seen the Highlanders test the deep ball yet. We'll see if they try to get after it here.
Pineda in the slot here near side. Give is to Mack. Mack trying to get through the line of scrimmage. And he's wrapped up there right as he got to the line. Brings up a 3rd down and long for the
1
Highlanders.
yard run by number 2, Ishmael Mack.
3rd and
3rd and
17.
17.
The line to get is the Golden Tornado 39.
And make our way to the 4th quarter now.
Yep, we will go to the 4th quarter
At
as
the end
the
of the third
teams
quarter,
will
the
switch
Malden
sides.
20, Somerville
3rd
14.
quarter was a long Malden drive that resulted in a fumble inside the 1-yard line, recovered at the 2 by the Highlanders. And the Highlanders have been able to get it out to midfield when the 4th quarter
Ladies and
begins.
gentlemen, as a reminder,
Highlanders trailing by 6 will have a 3rd and very long.
Thank you.
Yeah, that penalty did not help the Highlanders whatsoever. Forced them into a 1st and 15 and then not able to pick up any yardage on that 2nd down play. Now they find themselves right here.
Be 3rd down and 17. Highlanders trailing by 6. So we've seen them about 10 yards is how long they've been able to make passes thus far, but they really, like you said, Eddie, haven't really tested any sort of deep balls.
Not in the second half.
Gone to Pineda a couple times, but that was late first half. See what they might draw up here. 3rd down and 17. The line to make is the Malden 39. High formation, 3 receivers.
There they go.
Fake the give to
Got a
Mack. They're looking for the screen as they get it out to Mack on the screen. He tries to get around the corner but is unable to. As Malden had that screen defended well, we've seen the Highlanders use that screen to success to get a 3rd and long in the past. So now 4th down, and Tim Jones will come on to the field. 4th down and 14.
Yeah, because of that penalty, that put them outside on the wrong side of the field, right past the 50 on the wrong side, and now they're going to have to punt it. Before maybe if you were on the right side of the 50 in Malden territory, perhaps you think about going for it, but looks like Tim Jones is coming out, and as soon as he came out, he also went right back to the sideline.
That's true. Choice made, then changed, as now D'Souza out. He will make the punt.
But D'Souza has punted it before. I think last game we saw him.
Johnson Wynn back at the 20 to receive. He had 2 touchdown punt returns last week against Lynn Vocational. And Wynn
It's loose.
muffs the punt, but nobody in the vicinity is able to pick it up. And now some danger here as he gets to the sideline, and he's knocked out at about the 40 as he gets out of bounds there. Referee goes down to the turf as well at the 40-yard line. And Ryan Lewis,
not a good
limping
sign
there.
for the Highlanders as he was making the play there, pushing him out of bounds. He rolled on his ankle or his foot, so he'll go down.
40-yard punt by number 10.
Lewis will go
Tim
down.
Jones.
We'll get the trainer Michelle Kelly out there to take a look at him. It will be the Golden Tornadoes ball at the 45-yard line. So Wynn able to nullify basically the
What was a good punt.
Good punt, yeah.
It was a good line drive, kind of knuckleball punt coming at you. But
Opportunity
Yeah,
there as
there
Wynn
was.
did not field it cleanly, but it was such a low trajectory on the punt that it got there so quickly.
Yeah.
Nobody was able to be
that was the
downfield.
problem there, exactly. Lewis will get to his feet and get assistance on his way out off the field.
D'Souza helping him off there. Ryan's like, no, I don't need any help. I'll just hop it off. Cam Pereira coming out. Let the big boy help him off.
Was waiting for him to pick him up in there at the end. Yeah, there it is.
Golden Tornadoes now with the ball and the lead once again. 6-point lead for, 10-48-46, I should say, remaining here in the 4th quarter.
If they score, you gotta put it.
And the give is to McGuffey. Not a very clear or clean handoff there as the snap was up high towards McGuffey. It was almost a direct snap almost.
Yep, and then Gavin Facile able to bring him down there. Just a gain
2
of
yard run
about
by
2 yards.
17, Jaden McGuffey.
So
2nd and
McGuffey
8.
gains 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for Malden. Malden in
Ladies and
no
gentlemen,
hurry
these are red raffle
whatsoever.
tickets, so
We saw that they could take
winning
time
number
off the clock with that
638,
lengthy 10-minute plus
9502.
drive to open out the second half. And now we're seeing, of course, they're taking their time here, getting to the line of scrimmage. Highlanders are going to have to stop them offensively here because
They got to force them to punt here.
force
That's
them,
when it
you've
comes
got
down
to force a
it. Yep, we
turnover
gotta
of some
force
sort,
a
whether it be
turnover
on
or a
downs or
yep.
punt or otherwise.
And it starts with slowing down number 17 here, but he won't get the ball.
Blitz coming in. Brett rolls out to the near side, passes downfield looking for Exholm, and good coverage there.
Good coverage. Malden sideline looking for a penalty, but nothing's been called
them
all
play.
night,
Let
so
them play.
we're not gonna call it
Exholm
to
is
that.
Incomplete.
Exholm seemed to slip.
Slip as well.
Yes.
3rd and 8.
And it gave Mack an opportunity to possibly get in there and get an interception, but wasn't quite able to hold on to it. Exo made it very difficult.
So here comes the opportunity we've been talking about. Third down. Third and about 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that winning
Clock is
tackle number
stopped.
again is
This is set up perfectly for the Highlanders to force a punt here.
502.
9:42 remaining in the game. Highlanders down by 6.
Thank you.
Third down and 8. The line to make is the Highlander 45-yard line.
Watch out for those cutback lanes.
McGuffey in the backfield.
Oh, looking to throw.
Brett back to pass. Tries the in route there. Incomplete as Wynn had it in his hands, it looked like, but wasn't able to secure it. He would have had the first down if he'd been able to catch it. So fourth down and 8 now for Malden.
Is incomplete.
Around midfield as Brett comes to the sideline. We'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, big decision here for the Golden Tornadoes. Will they punt it away, or will they go for it and risk giving good field position to the Highlanders?
Well, quick note, just as Sam D'Souza punted for the Highlanders, Brett is
Is
listed as a kicker,
so.
not as a quarterback on our roster. So fourth down and 8. Looks like they are setting up for an offensive play, though.
Does.
So they will go
Yep.
for it here on fourth down and 8, 9:37 remaining in the game. Highlanders down by 6. The defense trying to get the ball back into the offense's hands.
Here, the Highlanders watch out for that hard count as well. You never know here in fourth down. Oh, they'll go right to it. Trying to
Oh, my
pooch
goodness,
kick and the
he was
ball's
gonna-
loose.
He was
Yeah.
trying to kick that one away, but now it's in McGuffey's hands. And he's not going to be able to get the first down.
Wow.
Big, huge play. I think Kerry Alphonse
was holding on.
holding the
Yep.
jersey. Exactly.
Five
Keeping
yard run,
McGuffey from
17,
busting that into some open field.
Turnover
And
now.
may have saved the deal
I
right
think
there.
he did. He was Kerry Alphonse was. He was holding on to McGuffey for dear life there, and I was holding my breath thinking he might just break that.
So the Highlanders, after it looked like they were going to try a little quick kick by Brett.
pooch kick, yep.
And he wasn't able to get control of it, but McGuffey grabbed it into his hands and almost busted into the open field, save for Kerry Alphonse's fingertips wrapped onto his jersey.
And end result, Highlanders on offense.
Highlanders have the ball, good field position at their own 48-yard line, 9:26 remaining in the game. They trail by 6. D'Souza under center, I formation behind him. He was back to pass, looking downfield. Instead, he goes to his second or third option. Mateus Fernandez out there, a little bit low to Mateus.
A little bit low. The wind looked like it kind of twirled it around a bit, and Fernandez unable to bring it in.
Second and 10.
Second down and 10 now for the Highlanders. Clock stop, 9:21 left in the game. Wind is blowing hard. It is still blowing right to left. So if Sam were to throw downfield, he might get a little wind aid to the distance. Ryan Lewis in the game is lined up near side and will flag on the play.
Yep. That almost always means it's on the offense.
Yes, it does. But I don't know what it could have been.
Yeah.
We have a get back sideline going against Malden.
And that's the second time that they've, yep.
And so they had sideline warnings earlier in the first half. And so the second violation on the sideline warning is not a warning, it's a penalty. 5-yard penalty.
Second and 5.
And the Highlanders would gladly take that.
Malden needs to work on their get-back coaching. Every team's got the get-back coach. Second down and 5 now for the Highlanders. They are into Malden territory. Give is to Fusil. Oh, my goodness. Good job there defensively.
Is that number 10 there? Or
Zachary Johnson, number 10.
Yep. Yeah, Zachary Johnson just coming right down the line and making a play.
Third and 4.
Do not see guys wrap up Gavin that
easy.
that ably very often. So third down now.
For all the marbles, motherfuckers.
They'll give them about a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 here, I formation. 3 receivers, 2 at the top. Lewis at the bottom.
And
once
they'll get him
again,
there.
D'Souza.
Veteran play.
Let's see. We're going to take the 5, And that will be enough for the Highlander. First down.
Offside. Defense.
Credit the Highlander offensive line and Highlander offense as a whole, showing some discipline tonight.
First down.
You have veterans on that offensive line as well. You have Allison Bacalo on that offensive line, Salman Achmal. I'm going to try that and see whether that works for the name. Cam Pereira as well. 3 tough seniors on the offensive line, and of course D'Souza at quarterback as a senior. First and 10 for the Highlanders.
Go back to that play action.
Play action, fake, rolls out right. Oh, he had Pereira out there, or Pineda out there. As it got through Marcos' hands. Marcos has the best hands on the team.
Yeah, I might have jinxed him earlier when I was talking kind of off camera about how well Pineda's hands were and what he's been showcasing this season. And right there, he lets it go through his fingertips.
The offensive coordinator, Bob Silva, he also said that Pineda's got the best hands on the team.
And as we're talking, we're going to have another flag in the direction of the Golden Tornadoes.
It looks like Witchy Exholm, the head coach, not happy about this.
Not sure what this call could be.
Malden has been penalized for well over 100 yards today.
Is that going to be an unsportsmanlike?
Unsportsmanlike going against Malden.
Wow.
I don't know whether it's a player, whether it's a coach. I did not see what happened, but flag was thrown another 15 yards. Malden has been penalized, like I said, well over 150 yards now, actually, in this contest. So Highlander first down on the penalty, yet another Highlander first down because of the yellow laundry. It is first down and 10 for the Highlanders at the 26. 7:54 remaining in the game. Highlanders trail by 6. I formation for the Highlanders. Give is to Fusil.
And again, number 10 coming down the line.
Yep. Another job there by Zachary Johnson as he's able to wrap him up after a gain of 2.
2-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil.
Waiting for the
2nd and 8.
Highlanders to go to that full house set
and just kick them out.
Get a little kick out block on number 10.
That's also sometimes one of those plays where you'll leave a player open on purpose and you hope that Gavin can either break through that player or that player kind of overruns it. But Zachary Johnson, credit to him, he's made back-to-back plays.
2nd down and 8 now for the Highlanders. Clock rolls, 7:15 remaining in the game. And the give is to the upback, Mateus Fernandez, and he's rumbling down inside the 10 to the 6.
Keep feeding him.
Feed Fernandez.
Someone get that sign made right now.
Mateus, big run there, 17 yards. He had rumbled through the Golden Tornadoes earlier in the 3rd quarter for a big gain, and that time he rumbled it on down into a goal-and-goal situation as it is first and goal for the Highlanders from the 7.
Yeah, the Highlanders have 2 great running backs in Gavin Fusil and Ismail Mack, but it's Mateus Fernandez here in the second half that seems to be taking over.
3 wide receivers, I formation behind D'Souza. D'Souza's going to keep it.
He's got space, yep.
And he cuts through a little hole there with a little bit of space, continues to push it down there. Gets a little butt push as well down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, you never know what happens down there in those dog piles. We saw Mateus break one recently, so who knows? D'Souza could pop out in the end zone.
2nd down and goal for the Highlanders from the 2-yard line. They trail by 6. Touchdown would tie it, pending the point after.
From the Highlanders, line up and keep pushing this thing. Keep running the ball. How bad do they want it here in the red zone?
Clock continues to roll. 5:50 remaining in the game. Fusil is the deep back. They've got that full house backfield. That heavy look back there with Alphonse. The give is to Fusil, and he's through for the Highlander touchdown!
Highlander!
I thought they were going to put up a little bit of a fight there, and we're going to have to be some pushing, but Gavin Fusil untouched in the end zone.
Untouched once
great
again.
Blocking again.
Absolutely fantastic blocking for the Highlanders. Kerry Alphonse out ahead of it along with Mateus Fernandez plowing the road there for Gavin Fusil, his 2nd touchdown of the game, and the Highlanders are tied with the Golden Tornadoes at 20, pending the extra point. Let's see what the Highlanders do here as they will go for 2 in this situation. They have converted 1 2-point conversion on a rollout to the right. A pass to Mateus Fernandez.
And they'll come out in that full house formation once again.
Fernandez and Alphonse in front of Fusil. We give this to Fusil. A little mix-up there. Can Gavin get across?
It's going to be close.
And they're going to say
they're
no.
Gonna mark him short.
Just short. So we are tied at 25-34 remaining in this game. And the Golden Tornado offense will be back out onto the field.
That was a very close one. I was
Very
trying to see the
close.
placement there of the ball. And we don't have official review, so we can't quite say for certain if he broke that plane. But it was close.
It was close.
It was close.
It was close.
So 20
The
to 20.
Highlanders will line up to kick this one away. We are now tied at
Dilboy
20.
Stadium clean. Use the trash receptacles located on the concourse area. Thank you.
We said these two teams knew each other well from
Yes.
training in the offseason, and clearly 20 to 20, the scoreboard shows it. As they're all tied up. And it's felt almost like a boxing match as they kind of go back and forth, trading punches here.
Highlanders ready to kick this one away. Tim Jones.
Oh,
Golden Tornado
Tornadoes are gonna
running
get a
onto the
player
field
on late,
very,
yeah.
very late there. I don't know what's going on. There is an onside kick attempt was made.
yeah, that didn't look right. So
Number 85, Kenny
Melgar, the
Melgar,
kicker. Yeah.
who's their kickoff guy, who kicks off for them. You would think he would know how kickoff goes.
Well, he figured I'm not kicking, so I don't need to.
Hey, he
go
doesn't
there.
need to be on the field.
So that would allow
Tipped
Tim
the
Jones.
hand a little bit,
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was going to say. Allow Tim Jones to re-kick here, but they must know what's coming now. Yep, a little surprise.
punch,
Make sure it
little
goes far
punch
enough.
attempt. Ball's squirting around. Who's got it? There's a big pile. And they're going to say
they're gonna give it
Malden
to
came
Malden.
up with it just across midfield at the Golden Tornado 47-yard line is where they're going to mark that.
That was well done by Tim Jones.
Very well done.
Give him an opportunity there. And I thought the Highlanders did enough and counted enough yardage.
Onside
But
kick recovered by Malden.
Golden Tornado was able to jump
First
on
and
it.
10.
And be back at the 46-yard line. 5:34 remaining, tied at 20. As the Golden Tornado offense back out onto the field. Number 17, Jaden McGuffey, has been tremendous. 2 70-plus yard touchdown runs as well as a 60-yard touchdown reception.
But don't forget the Highlander defense have been able to accumulate some stops, including the last drive.
He has been shut out here in the second half, thus far kept out of the end zone. Exxon and Wynn to the near side. McGuffey in the backfield. And the give is to McGuffey. He cuts it up. He's got room. He misses. He avoids the tackle, I should say, of Ryan Lewis, and he is into the end zone again.
Just
As
like
Lewis
Yep.
put the crown of the helmet down, lost sight of him, and McGuffey was able to move around him. And once he got past Lewis, there was nobody else who could catch him. So the Golden Tornadoes, lightning strikes again, and number 17 is what he's wearing.
Yeah, we might sound like a broken record, but again, he's just able to find those creases that the offensive line makes for him. He hits it, and once he gets full speed, no one's catching him.
He has touchdown runs of about 80 yards, of about 70 yards, and now of 55 yards, as well as a 60-yard touchdown reception.
And the very important two-point conversion coming up here, as it looks like the Golden Tornadoes are getting ready to go for 2. You'll see Aiden Brett make his way to the huddle.
5:24 remaining when the Highlanders get the ball back. But as you said, Eddie, an incredibly important two-point conversion here. So the Highlanders want to keep this to a 6-point deficit.
Oh, yeah. But they got
McGuffey in the backfield along with the big boy, Earl, February.
Yeah, February actually lined up to the right side of him.
And the give
Get the
is to
handoff.
Earl. And the Highlanders
His
trying
knees
to bring
down.
the big
Nope.
boy down, but he's just too much. As the inertia of the big man gets moving forward.
Good.
And so that is an 8-point lead now for the Golden Tornadoes, 28-20.
Yeah, tough to bring down there.
February, I should say, with the 2-point conversion.
And now Highlanders with plenty of time. 5:24 to go.
5:24 on the clock for the Highlanders. Excellent point, Eddie. Plenty of time for the
They
Highlanders.
can still run their offense, take
Yep.
their time, get to the end zone.
Trailing by 8 now. Crazy things happen towards the end of games.
Especially in divisional matchups like this one.
No question about it. First GBL matchup of the season for both teams. It's been a humdinger so far. As that kick is away, fielded by Mack at the 18. Brings it out. He's got space. And he's across the 45, brought down at the 48-yard line. Flags are all
flying
over the place
Flag on the play.
on the Highlander sideline. As we've seen personal fouls to the tune of about 8 of them called against Malden throughout the night. I think 1 against the Highlanders thus far. That might change on this play. I don't know what happened on that sideline. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call. It's going to go against the Highlanders.
And he's holding it. All right, second down.
And so the Highlanders will be backed up after
Unsportsmanlike
that excellent
conduct.
return by
Receiving
Ishmael
team.
Mack. Disappointing there as the Highlanders will give back 15 of those yards.
15-yard penalty. First and 10, Somerville.
Highlanders will start this drive from their own 36-yard line. 5:17 left in the game, trailing by 8. As you pointed out, Eddie, 5:17, enough time for them to run their offense.
Absolutely. They can line up an I formation, full house, and kind of run the ball as much as they still like, as long as they're picking up positive yards and getting first downs.
First down here for the Highlanders, I formation behind D'Souza. Pineda comes in motion. Give is to Fusil. Breaks one tackle at the line of scrimmage. He's got a little room out there to the far side. And he is knocked out of bounds after the gain.
Just
Of about 7 or 8, actually, I'd say.
8-yard run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. Second and 2.
Second down and 2 now for the Highlanders. Good opening salvo there of this drive. First down, carry for 8 yards, 5:10 on the clock. I formation once again for the Highlanders. D'Souza will keep it. As he pushes forward, he gets stood up right at the first down marker.
We'll see where they place this as the far ref over there.
And we have a Golden Tornado down as well. 4:58 remaining in the game. Highlanders trailing by 8. They have it third down and a yard from their own 45-yard line. The line to make is the 46.
And we get right to it.
They are going to get right back to it. Highlanders in I formation here behind D'Souza. Fusil is the deep back. The give is to the up back, Fernandez. And he gets pushed through. You notice Sam D'Souza handed him the ball and then started pushing
right away. Yep. And
gets enough for the Highlander first down.
Number 3, Mateus Fernandez. Good for the Highlanders. First down.
So Fernandez gets the first down with the run. Clock rolls. 4:27 remaining in the game. Highlanders have it first and 10 at their own 49.
Highlanders still with a good amount of time left here. approaching the 50-yard line, able to still run their type of offense.
3 receivers. Pineda is the slot man. He will move in motion to the far side. Fusil's the deep back. D'Souza back to pass, looking deep downfield, trying to get with Pineda there. And Exholm was in coverage. Pass was a little too deep for Pineda to run underneath.
Yeah, a little too deep, and I think Pineda kind of wanted it to his outside arm, and it was thrown a little bit inside there, so incomplete.
2nd down and 10. If you're going to go for that home run ball, the 1st down is when you want to do that. But if you don't get it, set you up with a 2nd down and long.
And of course, this point of the game, they have 4 downs to play with.
Absolutely. Everything is 4 down territory
Absolutely.
when you're down 8. Late in the game, 3:51 remaining, full house backfield. The give is to Fusil. He's got space through the line of scrimmage. Good blocking there, and he's brought down after a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd down, extremely manageable. 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, much more manageable position now here at 3rd and 1 as Gavin was able to pick up the yardage there. And he'll make his way to the sideline, possibly for a breather.
Number 10, Zachary Johnson, who's made some great tackles on Fusil, limping off the field right now for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 1. The give is to Mack. Mack avoids 1 tackle. He's away into the sidelines there across the 25, down at the 20. Ishmael Mack was able to turn the corner, slip a couple tackles, and then you saw the speed.
Love to see Mack get involved. He was a little too quiet last week for my liking, so here he is showcasing his skills.
3:08 remaining in the game. Highlanders have it 1st down and 10 from the Malden 20. Full house backfield. Mack gets the carry,
he'll drop
puts it
the
on
ball.
the ground.
Oh,
Highlanders
boy.
need to get onto it, and they're able to, as D'Souza comes up with that one.
Fumble on the play.
Just avoiding
Recovered by the
catastrophe
Highlanders.
there.
Ball security, something Ishmael's going to have to work on. Struggled
2nd and 14.
fielding a kickoff as well early in this game. Clock rolls, 2:38 remaining in the game. 2nd down and 14 for the Highlanders from the Malden 24. Once again, that full house backfield with Fernandez and Alphonse. The give is to Fusil, and he is hit. Good tackle there, as that was Kalanges Blas.
Blas making a play there.
Yeah.
For the Golden Tornadoes.
No gain on the run by number 1.
Coming in from the
Gavin
cornerback
Fusil.
position.
3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14
Timeout,
here
Somerville.
for the Highlanders. They're going to take a timeout. 2:18 remaining in the game. They trail by 8, Eddie. So a 3rd and long, of course, 4 down territory. So they've got 2 downs to get these 14 yards.
But you don't want
they got to get these 14.
You don't want to be 4th and 14. So here you want to be able to pick up, of course, a big chunk of those 14 yards that you need, and just move that ball forward. And they can do it a couple different ways. We've seen this Highlander offense move the football today.
I would be interested to see if they like to roll D'Souza out. Maybe give him a little bit more time, although he's been better protected here in the 2nd half, it seems like. But if they roll him out, they also like to roll him out with that option pattern, basically, where you have 2 or 3 guys rolling.
Or you can tuck it and run as
parallel
well.
with him, or
Can't
he can
forget
tuck it
that.
and run
Yep.
it.
So we'll see which side they decide to attack.
3rd down and 14 for the Highlanders. Room for D'Souza to roll to the right, just saying.
Yep. And they're coming out in that pistol formation.
Pistol with the trips to the left-hand side of D'Souza at the bottom of your screen. So D'Souza looks to the right, gives it to Lewis. The pass is complete to Lewis, but not much gain there.
Get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Basically
Right.
4th down and 9 now.
Complete.
So a gain of about 4.
So this
Second and 9.
is ball game coming up here for the Highlanders. Everything on the line.
Fourth down and 9, minute 50 remaining in the game. Clock rolls. Highlanders trail by 8. If they cannot get these 9 yards, the Highlanders are not going to get another chance. D'Souza's in the pistol formation. He's got Fusil behind him.
Yep, D'Souza lining people, make sure people get lined up.
And Fernandez was not lined up where they needed him, so we're going to take the timeout for the Highlanders as they talk things over. Minute 35 remaining in this game. Highlanders have to get this first down to keep their hopes alive here against Malden.
Yeah, smart use of the timeout there. Obviously, they need to get this first down, so they need to make sure everyone's set up correctly. And if you're the Golden Tornadoes, the last thing you want is a penalty on your side.
And don't forget, there's no microphone runs on that. Don't forget, we have more exciting Highlander football action coming up for you this season. We will have the Highlanders hosting Chelsea next week. That will be here from Dilboy Stadium at 6 o'clock. As they continue their GBL schedule. And then 2 weeks from tonight at Tufts University, Ellis Oval, Tufts Football Classic. It'll be the Highlanders versus the Mustangs of Medford. As we will have coverage of that here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Fourth down and 9 now for the Highlanders. It is here or nothing for receivers, pistol set. D'Souza back to throw. Blitz is coming in. He tucks it.
Space.
He tucks it. He's got the first down. He's got more as he breaks the tackle down to the 1 yard line with a minute 26 left.
Heck of a play by D'Souza. What a heads-up play. Put his head down, ran through some defenders, picked up the first down.
First down.
And now they're knocking on the door.
D'Souza has been tremendous from the pocket, recognizing when the pressure's coming in on him, and he's gotten out. That's how he got his touchdown earlier in this game, and a rushing touchdown for D'Souza, and very similar in that case. You see Sam coming into the huddle, though, he limping a little bit there as he got twisted down to the ground.
He's giving it his all in this game.
First and goal from the 2 yard line for the Highlanders. The clock rolls. 1 minute remaining. Trailing by 8. Full house backfield. The give is to Fusil. And the Golden Tornadoes stand him up. No gain. Clock rolls. 47 seconds, and it ticks.
On the run by number 1, Gavin Fusil. Second and goal.
Yeah, we see D'Souza limping around, so the question is going to become how mobile is he going to be here?
Clock rolling. 33 seconds remaining. Second down and goal from the 2 for the Highlanders. Full house backfield. D'Souza will keep it. He'll get the push from behind, and he'll get the Highlander touchdown.
I think that answers my question, Todd. He looked pretty mobile there. Put his head down and got into the end zone.
D'Souza with his second rushing touchdown of the night.
By number 9, Sam D'Souza.
Giving it all out on that field as he's limping towards the sideline. But there's a 2-point conversion to get now as the Highlanders trail 28-26. 23 seconds left on the clock, and they go for the 2-point conversion.
It's all coming down to this. Highlanders leaving it all on the field. D'Souza getting the play call.
Bob Silva, the offensive coordinator, gives D'Souza the play call. Highlanders 2 yards away from tying this game up at 28. Looking for the 2-point conversion. Full house backfield. Kerry Alphonse. And Fernandez. The lead backs. Timeout taken by the Highlanders just before the snap.
Just before the snap. And like you said, they always find a timeout in their pocket.
There's always a timeout
when you
left.
think, okay, they might have used all of them.
There's always a timeout left.
Yeah.
I've learned that over my now decade of covering high school sports here in Somerville, that yes, there's always a timeout left. 23 seconds remaining. Not that that matters, because
the game's
the
right
two-point
here.
conversion is an untimed down.
The The entire game hinges on this 2-point
You
conversion.
can't forget how the Highlanders got here. They had the ball actually way back at the beginning of this half. The Golden Tornadoes drove all the way down the field. Highlanders forced a turnover on their own goal line to stay alive in this game. Then they just once again saw their possibilities of winning this game right in front of them, possibly slipping away as Sam D'Souza was able to get out of the pocket and rush for the first down. And then he also got into the end zone on the subsequent second play. So now, Highlanders 2 points behind. D'Souza, a little gimpy, heading out. Full house backfield. Fusil's the deep back. The give is to Fusil. He cuts in for the 2 points, and that is a tie ball game. 28-28, the Highlanders have come back.
Been saying it all night, that Highlander offensive line, they've been pushing around the Golden Tornadoes, and you can see it on display there. Fusil able to get the 2 points.
23 seconds remaining in the game. Tied 28-28. The Highlanders have come back from an 8-point deficit, backs against the wall, and they drove down the field for the tying points.
I'm telling you, these Highlanders, they got fight in them. We've talked about the first 2 games. They got a lot of fight and perseverance in them. They don't give up.
No, they do not.
Not this squad.
We are enjoying a heck of a football game here. A beautiful Friday night. The first real fall feeling like Friday night.
What better way to spend it than a tie ball game here at Dilboy Stadium?
Opening up GBL action against the Golden Tornadoes. 23 ticks remaining, tied up 28-28. Exxon back to return this kickoff.
Yep.
Tim Jones will kick it away.
Kick it over everyone's head, hopefully. Oh,
and the onside attempt for the Highlanders. And that will be covered up at the 45-yard line. And now we got to think about number 17 again.
It's the only person you got to highlight.
Covered by Malden. 1st and 10.
I'll give you the resume from today. Jaden McGuffey, a freshman, listed on the roster as a strong safety,
that's right,
a wide receiver, and a linebacker. Started at halfback, has run for an 80-yard touchdown run, a 78-yard touchdown run, a 60-yard touchdown reception, and a 54 touchdown run, 54 yards. He's done all that in less than 23 seconds on each of those touchdowns.
I think you're right, yeah.
And there he is, number 17, hitting the huddle.
It might be 23 seconds combined, maybe, for all those plays. Yeah, he's been tremendous tonight.
So the Highlanders have got to keep an eye on 17 here in the waning seconds of regulation here at Dilboy.
And if you're looking at wide receivers, keep an eye on Kevin Exholm.
McDuffie is backed up behind Exholm in a bunch formation here near side. And they're trying to get it.
They're going to go deep. Exholm is open.
Exholm's open, and he let it go between his hands.
Wow.
He had that ball wide open, nobody near him, and it went right through the hands.
I don't know if he lost it in the lights or was just not expecting to be that wide open there, but nonetheless, Exholm unable to bring it in.
They had McDuffie set up.
They did to trick the defense, which worked. Highlanders were confused. The corners bit there on the McDuffie play.
So, second down and 10, 17 seconds remaining.
Return it to the concession stand. Thank you.
Tied up 28-28, 17.
Tell you what, I don't think they're going to.
So dangerous.
They're not going to fall for that again. The Highlanders coaches were livid on the sideline when they saw
McGuffie is now out here wide near bunch formation in the slot as Mack is defending McGuffie. Brett rolling here to the near side, completes it, and he's got space as he's knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Pass is complete to Manny Perez.
And that'll leave 8 seconds on the clock for the Golden Tornadoes. They still have an opportunity to get in the end zone here.
First and 10.
First down and 10 from the 32 of the Highlanders. 8 seconds remaining in this game. The Highlanders have fought back to tie it at 28. The Golden Tornadoes have designs on winning it in regulation.
Just keep everything in front of you. And when they catch
McGuffey
it,
now spread out wide to the top of the screen. That bunch formation yet again. Brett alone in the backfield. His exome is the inside slot. Brett back to pass. Steps up.
He's looking
Looks to the right side.
Yep.
That pass incomplete. As they look for a flag, they've been letting them play all night. No flag on the field. 2 seconds remaining as it will be third down, or second down, I should say, for Malden.
Brett's pass intended for number 20.
Yeah, letting them play all night. And evident right there, we saw the corner battle with the wide receiver, and I believe that was number 20, Dwayne Santville, for the Golden Tornadoes.
Ryan Lewis in coverage for the Highlanders, battling against St. Ville.
And it's been a battle all night.
It has been.
2 seconds, and it still feels like it's far from over here.
So Malden will break. McGuffey at the top of the screen. Slot formation. 5 receivers out there. Exome is the bottom receiver of your screen. Pressure on Brett. Oh my goodness. Jackson Smith almost picked that one off.
Yeah.
He also has speed, but got through his hands.
That's all right, 'cause it's
Incomplete.
still
End
incomplete.
of regulation. We are tied at 28. I have to be completely honest with you. I'm not 100% certain of the MIAA overtime
I was going to rely
rules.
on you for that information,
that
sir.
is-
So
I was going to rely on you to
But
vamp while
sure
I look it up.
we are going to be briefed here by the referees, and no, it's not our fault, Todd. It's not too often we run into
That
these
is
types
true.
of situations. So. So the refs will gather at the center of the field as the head ref will go over the rules, I imagine, reminding them of what goes on in overtime. So it'll be interesting to see who will get the ball here first, as
I mean, if this is traditional, I believe it
Yeah.
will be. Each team will get possession down in the red zone.
and there's always so many different versions, you know, because then we get into college football rules, and that gets a little tricky. So we'll still have traditional coin toss here. It looks like Malden
Choice
won
will
the
be
toss.
whether you want to take possession or whether you
Yep,
want
so it looks like Malden will want to take possession and receive.
Okay, so Malden will take possession. Somerville decides which side they want to go towards.
Yeah, so Malden won the toss and elected to receive and start on offense.
And number 5 there for Malden, James Hippolyte. That is their star tight end and linebacker. Out with injury so far this season, captain on the team. Getting that coin toss done. He gets the win for Malden on the coin toss, I guess you could say.
And this might answer our questions here as we see the Highlander defense making their way.
Malden will get the ball
yep.
first. Somerville will defend. Malden will get the ball, I believe, at the 5-yard line is where they're setting it up.
So more of a college football type of rule.
At the 10-yard line.
10-yard
okay.
line, yep.
You got to watch the guy in the white hat, not the guy with the ball.
Yep, 10 yards.
10-yard line, you have 4 downs. You get your 10 yards. If you score a touchdown, the Highlanders have an opportunity. They have to score a touchdown in response.
And then we just keep going back and forth until somebody wins.
Exactly.
So could be here all night.
It's been a
The
heck
way
of a
these
game.
two teams look.
Yeah, exactly.
They might
It's been
just
a heck
keep
of a game. So the Golden Tornadoes begin on offense here in the first overtime period.
And they're loaded in the backfield there.
They are filled up in the backfield. It's McGuffey back there. McGuffey gets the give, and he's brought down just at the 3-yard line. They'll give him the 4-yard line where he was brought down.
6-yard run by number 17.
6-yard run for Jaden McDuffie.
Yeah, it seems like every time they even trip McGuffey up, he then rolls forward for 2 more. So now Golden Tornadoes will have 3 downs.
3 downs.
3 chances
yep.
to pick up 4 yards.
2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Highlanders will have to answer back anything the Golden Tornadoes do offensively. If they hold them to no points,
and
the
they've held them
Highlanders
before.
then would just have to score points. But if they score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion, then the Highlanders would have to mirror that. It's Brett in the offensive backfield calling out the signals. McGuffey back there with him. The give is to McGuffey. Yep. He sneaks right through, and he's got the touchdown for the Golden Tornadoes. As McGuffey, his shortest run of the night,
Not
4 yards.
Yeah.
34-28, now the lead.
For a Malden touchdown.
And now, as you noted, Todd, here comes the always important 2-point conversion, 2-point try here.
Highlanders have been able to stop them on the 2-point conversion a couple times today.
And if
Of course, the last time with big old number 88.
Yeah, no one was stopping.
No one was stopping Big Earl.
Him. Won't be surprised if he gives it to him again here.
Number 88, Big Earl Fevrier. Brett
High snap.
gives that to McGuffey. McGuffey trying to get to the outside, but he's unable to. Big stop there for the Highlanders. As once again, Ryan Lewis able to bring him down.
Yeah. Lewis always coming up and not afraid to make plays from his corner position.
That is a huge, huge stop.
It is.
Lewis hurt there, his left leg. It looks like it might be cramping on him a little bit as immediately Pineda started trying to stretch him out.
And he's been battling that since early in the 4th quarter, I believe.
Yeah, he really has been. As Michelle Kelly, Highlander head trainer, comes out. So the Highlanders trailing by 6, but they will get the ball at the 10-yard line just as Malden did. If they can get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion of their own, that will result in a Highlander victory tonight in overtime.
So they have an opportunity here.
That wasn't a joke.
Or they could kick an extra point.
They could.
Tim Jones would really love that.
I'm not sure if we've seen one all season. I don't think we have. Yeah. So
Tim Jones would love that, though. I'm just saying. I know Tim would love to be. He'd love to kick
be the
that.
hero. Absolutely. So once again, 4 chances to get 10 yards. I like the Highlanders' odds there.
When you have
when you have the running backs.
Yes, when you have Gavin Fusil and Ishmael Mack and Mateus Fernandez, as well as the way we've seen Sam D'Souza running the ball, making good decisions out there. So the Highlanders will spread it out wide. They ran Fusil for a touchdown for 25 yards off of this. Instead, D'Souza's going to try to run it as he goes out to the right, and he is immediately brought down.
Who that is for
Great tackle, number 10, Zachary Johnson again.
And Johnson has been making plays from his edge position all night.
And Sam still down as he got hit in the leg by Johnson. Sam had been favoring his leg after that scramble to convert the first down on 4th and long down to the 2-yard line at the end of regulation.
Yeah, D'Souza, as you mentioned, had been hobbling quite a bit at the end of the last drive in the 4th quarter for the Highlanders, but he's shown a lot of guts here.
No doubt. As D'Souza will come off, he'll have to come off for this play as Michelle Kelly came out.
So it'll be interesting to see what formation the Highlanders will come out in. I would
No game
imagine.
on the run
That was
by number 9.
offensive
Sam
coordinator Bob
Souza.
De Silva was talking
Second
to
goal.
Kerry Alphonse,
I saw that. Yep.
and now he's talking to Marcos Pineda, number
So
0.
a wildcat formation, more of a direct snap to one of your playmakers, your running backs.
More than
Yep.
likely. So the Highlanders have 2nd down and 10. 2nd and goal from just outside the 10. Their starting quarterback now on the bench. After he was dinged up on that last play, Pineda looks like he's back there for the direct
He'll
snap.
take the
He'll
snap,
take it.
yeah.
He's got blocking to the right. Marcus Pineda down near the goal line. He's brought down inside the 2.
And I was going to say the only negative part about this now with Souza going to the sideline was that Golden Tornadoes are going to know what's coming at them. They know that they're going to have to run the ball, but I guess it didn't really matter there.
3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 2. Highlanders looking to get this one into the end zone to tie this game up in overtime again.
And
D'Souza back out on the field.
Seems back, he's good.
D'Souza is going to split out wide here to the near side, stack formation. The give once again, Pineda direct snap. Marcos Pineda's in for the Highlander touchdown.
Marcos Pineda just took the ball, and again, great blocking, untouched, finds the end zone.
We're going to dust off the Wildcat. Let Marcos run it. And the Highlanders have tied it up.
Marcos Pineda, good for a Highlanders touchdown.
And Tim Jones is coming
gonna make his
onto
way.
the field to kick a game-winning extra point.
Hey, you called it, Todd. You said they
I-
might give Tim a chance here.
I was talking to Tim earlier, a couple weeks back. Tim was telling me how much he wanted to kick a field goal.
Timeout, Malden.
I think this is more
Well,
important
how
than
about
a
a
field
game?
goal.
How about
right
a game-winning
here.
extra point? Here you
Why
go.
not? Highlanders tied it up 34-34 on the plunge direct snap from Marcos Pineda after the injury to D'Souza. And they're not going to be able to kick the extra point, I don't believe. It might legally have to go for 2. Because I know in college you can kick the extra point once. And
On
then
the first possession, correct, yep.
So I don't know what the
But
rules are
here-
here again. And I see Tim leaving the field.
Yeah, so that answers that.
Let's go fucking.
Nonetheless, Marcos Pineda, right?
Pineda. Excellent.
He's been excellent. So why not put the ball right back in his hands?
Yo, personnel alone. 1, 2, 3.
D'Souza limping back out there. Gutty performance by Sam tonight. Gutty performance for the Highlanders tonight. Down by 8, drove down the field, scored the tying touchdown and 2-point conversion with 23 seconds remaining, and they have the opportunity to win the game here with a 2-point conversion in overtime.
And we're going to have a timeout,
Timeout.
here as the Islanders are trying to figure out
Timeout,
exactly
Somerville.
what play they want to run here. They were expecting to kick just the extra point, but
Right.
they have to go for 2 now.
By rule, you have to go for 2 in overtime.
See, we weren't the only ones.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I know. I feel a
You
little
got to
better.
dust off the
feel a little better
overtime
now.
rule book.
I feel absolved of my
Yes.
lack of knowledge guilt. We have had one heck of a night of football here on Somerville Ed TV. It's the Highlanders opened out the second half, allowed Malden to basically go on a 10-minute plus drive all the way down to the goal line. And that's where things changed as the Highlanders forced a turnover from the Golden Tornadoes and were able to get the ball back. Golden Tornadoes, though, able to secure an 8-point lead late in the fourth quarter. Highlanders got the ball back with just over 5 minutes remaining, down by 8. And they were able to drive down the field, scoring the tying touchdown and tying 2-point conversion late in that game. 23 seconds remaining on the clock as D'Souza was able to get in for the touchdown. Fusil in for the 2-point conversion. Then Pineda got in for the touchdown here in overtime. And pending this 2-point conversion, if they make it, the Highlanders win this game. Pineda gets the direct snap. Same exact play, trying
he's
to get
met
into
right
the
at
end
the
zone.
line.
Keeps pushing, and he's brought down short of the goal line. And so
the
we
game
will
continues.
re-rack another overtime period. As the Highlanders, I believe, will get the ball at the 10-yard line now. And Malden will get possession second, I think. But I'm not 100% certain.
If they go by the rules that we're thinking of,
we're thinking
right?
of.
College?
In
Yep.
college.
So we would think the Highlanders start on offense here, but they won't, it looks like.
So tied 34-34.
Yeah.
The officials trying to get on the same page as well.
Everyone's trying to figure it out.
Mark the ball at the 10.
And the Golden Tornadoes.
Tornadoes have the offense out there, so they are on the offense.
Let's see what they do here. I mean, haven't been shy about their game plan. Just hand it off
Hand it to 17.
Jaden McGuffey. Yeah.
Jaden McGuffey has been a one-man wrecking crew.
It doesn't seem like he's tired one bit. So.
First down and 10 for the Golden Tornadoes, second overtime period.
Oh, we'll actually have
Flag
a
on the
flag
play.
going on here. This will be very important. Is it going to be
Flag on the
Highlanders for too many men, or is it going to be on? Yeah,
We got the count going. Who's it on?
it was on the Highlanders.
Highlanders,
Yep.
too many men on the field.
Yep.
So now it will be 1st and 5, first and goal from the 5.
5-yard penalty, defense.
Miscommunication there for the Highlanders.
Now Aiden Brett trying to get everyone lined up.
McGuffey in the backfield, along with Fevrier. Give is to McGuffey. He's up the middle, in for the Golden Tornado touchdown. 40-34.
5-yard run by number 17.
Deja
Jaden
vu.
McGuffey.
Just
And
keeps
a
going.
rolling
McGuffey
touchdown.
finding the end zone once again.
They went wide, or they tried to go wide for the 2-point conversion on their last touchdown, and Lewis was able to get
Yes.
McGuffey, so they went right up the middle this time with McGuffey. But the question now becomes, what do they do with this 2-point
here?
conversion?
Very important 2-point conversion, as we saw on that first overtime.
Golden Tornadoes now leading by 6, 40-34. Going for the 2-point conversion to make it an 8-point lead, forcing the Highlanders to have to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion themselves. Brett gives it to McGuffey. McGuffey has nowhere to go as the big man Salman Achma.
Achma just broke through the line there, made a play, and then in cleanup duty, you saw Gavin Fusil come in as well, help his teammate out.
So the Highlanders once again stand strong on the 2-point conversion, keep the Golden Tornadoes to a 6-point lead, and now the Highlander offense is out to once again see what they can do in this overtime period. Second overtime period of this game.
And guess who's coming out to lead the offense? Sam D'Souza, still out there battling that ankle injury or leg injury.
D'Souza's been banged up today. He's been under pressure today. He's made excellent selections and choices throughout the day, throughout the night. He's scrambled for huge first downs as well as for a touchdown. And he's out leading his troops right now. Full house backfield.
Yeah, he's lined up under center.
Fusil is the deep back, and yes, D'Souza under center. The give is to Mateus Fernandez, who spins, powering down to the 3-yard line.
Fernandez has been on a roll here in the second half, and now in overtime it
7-yard
continues.
run by number 3, Mateus Fernandez.
We'll give him maybe the 2.
Second and goal.
Maybe give him the 2-yard line on that.
Yeah.
As D'Souza jogging back to the huddle. Highlanders down by 6. Second down. 3 yards is how many they need. Full house backfield once again. The give is to Fusil. Gavin puts the head down, leans forward, gets it just inside the 1-yard line, brings up third down and less than a yard.
Number 1, Gavin Fusil.
Need
Third
half
goal.
of a yard here. Get in.
6 points separate the Golden Tornadoes and the Highlanders. Highlanders looking to get the touchdown to tie it. Both teams scored touchdowns in the first overtime period. Both teams were denied 2-point conversions in the first overtime period. Highlander defense stopped the 2-point conversion attempt by the Golden Tornadoes here in the second overtime period. Can the Highlanders get it in the end zone?
Oh, and yeah. The one time that they haven't been disciplined tonight, they've been disciplined all night, I should say, and the one time they break out of that.
False start.
False start for the Highlanders.
False start on the Highlanders. That is a tough one. Drops them all the way back to the 6. Third down and goal from the 6 now.
And you saw what was coming. It seemed like it was a D'Souza QB sneak. It's what it felt like there, and they just jumped. A little too eager.
So now let's see what the Highlanders draw up here. They have that full house backfield once again. Fusil is the deep back. The give is to Fusil, and he's through for the Highlander touchdown!
He just needed a little more space. He needed to see the field better, so there you go. Fusil picked up the 6.
6 points for the Highlanders. They've tied it at 40.
And the Highlanders touchdown.
Highlanders once again a 2-point conversion away from winning this game. We are tied at 40. Highlanders were down 6 at one point. Golden Tornadoes had the ball on the Highlander 1-inch line. And then the Highlanders turned it around with a fumble. Trailed by 8 with 5 minutes remaining. Drove down the field. Tied the game up with 23 seconds remaining. Tied the game up in the first overtime. Tied it now in the second overtime. 2-point conversion. The opportunity for a Highlander victory. Mateus, or I should say,
We're going to have
Marcus
that Wildcat.
Pineda.
Yep, formation once again.
Pineda with a direct snap. Pineda is in for the Highlander win!
The Highlanders win.
Marcos Pineda delivers again for the Highlanders in overtime.
Marcos Pineda, direct snap, touchdown, 42-40. The Highlanders win this one. They are 1-0 in the GBL.
Heck of a win. Gutsy performance by the Highlanders. Every offensive lineman, and most importantly, Sam D'Souza, stay in this game and keep battling.
Wow. So many names, so many people we have to talk about. Marcus Pineda with that direct snap into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, as well as the first tying touchdown. You mentioned Sam D'Souza. Gutsy performance for Sam.
All night.
Smart performance all night long. Great performance as well. Gavin Fusil. Amazing work out there. And we can't forget Mateus Fernandez, number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
What a job by the Highlanders.
These Highlanders, they showed up when it mattered, and they kept fighting all night, got into overtime, and delivered.
Dilboy Stadium.
Highlanders trailed by 8 with just over 5 minutes remaining. They got the ball. They tied the game with 23 seconds remaining. They gave up 2 touchdowns in the overtime period, answered every single one of them, and won the game with a 2-point conversion. I'm going to have
Just a great game.
I'm going to have to take the weekend off, rest my voice. But I'll tell you what an incredible game here at Dilboy Stadium tonight. Thank you so much for watching at home. We really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, Eddy Maldonado on commentary. Joe Constantine, thank you for your direction tonight. Thank you very much. As well, Matt Frondudo on the camera tonight. I'm Todd Harmon, and you have been watching the victorious Highlander football team on Somerville Ed TV.